Well, that was an interesting start to today. Welcome to High Rollers D&D, the Dungeons and Dragons show here on the Yogscast Twitch. I believe that we are, if you're over on High Rollers D&D, we're only hosting.
No,
so
we're streaming.
We're streaming. He fixed it.
He's
Sid's
fixed
a legend.
it.
He's fixed it.
What a pro!
What a pro.
Super Sid!
Super Sid.
Super
Welcome
Sid.
to Dungeons and Dragons here on the Yogscast channel and on High Rollers D&D channel. I am your Dungeon Master, Mark Sherlock Humes.
Yeah.
Welcome, friends. So good to see you. I hope you're ready for a lot of Dungeons and Dragons today.
So much.
Joining me this week, we have lovely Rhiannon.
Hello.
Lovely Chris
gang.
Trott.
Thank you.
Lovely Kim.
Hey.
Tom is here. He's not
quit.
He hasn't quit.
I quit!
You didn't quit. Get
Sneak
up.
one!
The poll did win.
The Sneak War won.
Tommy Hazel.
Hello.
Katie's not feeling super well. We're going to see how she feels. She might join us later. We don't know. But if she does, she does. If she doesn't, it'll be fine. So, you know, people's health comes first.
Yes.
That's not what you said to me when I texted this morning and said I'm sick. You were like, get in here.
It's like, fucking get here now, Kim.
It's a favoritism in this table.
But you're faking it. I don't believe you. The company policy is only 3 sick days a year.
Wow.
Yeah. Hard.
Holy shit.
I'm here every Sunday.
We have a company now as well. yeah.
I'm here every Sunday.
Yeah. Good.
lovely.
That's why you're my favourite.
I've not taken a single day off.
No.
I was here on my wedding, like the day after my wedding.
I didn't
Anyway.
get married, so...
Anyway,
Step that up.
Chris Trott, why don't you
yeah.
tell us about our sponsors for this week?
There's 2 of them this week.
Oh my god.
First of
dang.
all, the one that's not often on the show, but has been in the past. Picture this, everybody, okay?
Right, just
Okay.
picture it. Everyone close your eyes, imagine it.
Can you imagine if High Rollers debuted an epic TV series spanning 10 seasons?
Wow!
Some episodes directed by Spielberg.
Whoa!
Some by Ridley Scott.
Whoa!
With a questionable finale season by the D&D guys.
Yeah.
Benioff and Weiss.
I was waiting for
They're
that.
not the D&D Wizards D&D.
Yeah,
Not
yeah,
Wizards of the
yeah,
Coast. They
fine.
do
Game
a
of
good.
Thrones
Yeah,
boys.
yeah.
The budget's insane.
Oh,
Quill is completely CG,
Whoa.
played by an actual bird in a mocap suit.
Holy crap.
Sentry's a purpose-built robot by the greatest minds from Sony and Boston Dynamics. The first ever collaboration of its kind.
Where's this going?
At least 2 million is blown per episode.
Whoa!
With a spectacle that's beyond any of the most award-winning fantasy shows.
Yeah?
So you load up your streaming service,
Okay, here we go.
expecting it to fill the front page,
Fill it.
but it's not there.
Why?
It's only available in that other country.
I
I know. What do? Do you cry?
There's nothing we can do.
I'd move.
Dry those tears, everybody, because you can access country streaming service from other places and protect yourself online with NordVPN.
Wow!
That's right. Yeah.
So you can watch the High Rollers show anywhere.
Well, yeah, it's not real, but yeah, sure.
What?
It's not real.
What?
That's not all it does.
We made it.
Quickly shield yourself from hacking.
Yeah.
Reclaim your privacy.
Touchy.
Touchy subject for Kim at the minute, but yeah,
Reclaim your
carry on.
privacy from surveillance and browse the web at blistering speed.
Blistering.
This has to be expensive though, right? It can't
Has to be.
How
It's
much
not.
is it? What?
It's not.
What?
Plus, we are offering a discount code of 75%
That's a lot.
Big percent.
off a 3-year plan, and you get a free extra month as well.
Wow.
Just visit
There it is.
nordvpn.com/HRDND.
HRD&D, nordvpn.com.
HRD&D.
HRDND.
It'll be in chat.
Yeah. That's NordVPN. That's our.
Oh dear.
Sid doesn't have the
They're
assets.
the same ones from last time,
I mean,
if they're available.
we'll get that.
They are, but I need to load them up.
It needs to be.
Stream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We trust
The
you.
link's in chat. It's there.
The link's in chat.
Thanks, Jack for mod. D&D Beyond.
Oh, this is a different one. Okay,
yes,
we're starting
two
a new one.
sponsors,
Yeah,
two
I know.
sponsors.
I just
That
didn't
was
realise
NordVPN.
It's a roller coaster. Got whiplash. I thought we were.
We all know D&D Beyond is the best digital toolset to create and maintain characters and campaigns from D&D 5th edition in an
True.
easy-to-use package.
Yeah.
We know that because High Rollers use it every single episode.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm using it right now.
True.
Every single Aerois episode, we've used it.
40 of them.
But Tom is really dumb,
What?
and he may not be using D&D Beyond to its fullest,
Ha.
missing some of its coolest features.
Yeah.
But fear not, Tom,
Okay.
for I am here to reveal to you a secret, a hidden gem.
Oh,
You ready?
yeah.
Today's hidden gem, Tom,
Uh-huh.
and audience at home, is creatures. You don't know about this, Tom, because you're dumb.
No, I don't.
Does your character shapeshift into a beast? Maybe it has a pet, or can summon a familiar.
I told Rhiannon about this. But
Shut
yeah,
up!
I didn't know.
Shut up!
Okay.
Shut up! You can quickly access its stats and even track its hit points with the Creatures tab. I bet you didn't know it was there. Find it on the main character sheet next to notes. Rhiannon's going for it right now because she's so excited.
I'm like,
You can also pin that information to the sidebar. You didn't know that. For instant access.
genuinely didn't know
Tom
that.
didn't know any of
I
this.
didn't know any of it. I didn't know
Check
the last
out
of it.
dndbeyond.com and see if you can find the Creatures tab. Because you can't.
Because
Tom can't, not you can't. You can.
You can.
You can with D&D
Tom
Beyond.
can't do it.
how could we use that in practice, Trot? Let's extend this a little bit longer, shall
No,
we?
let's not.
No? Okay.
Absolutely not.
But you could use it with Echo or Smeek.
You absolutely
Could.
All the druid stuff.
could, but
Pin
not.
it.
But that's it. That's enough for the sponsors now.
Yeah, we're done.
There's a lot to go through.
thank you.
Thank you, Chris Trott, once again for wonderful ad reads.
Tiny claps.
Thank you.
Well
Tiny
done.
claps.
Thanks.
Don't forget, a couple of other quick things. We have a brand new mini-series. It's on straight after this regular Aerois D&D. We do another 2 hours over on twitch.tv/DND. So after this ends, go over to twitch.tv/DND. Rivals of Waterdeep will be wrapping up. Say hello to them. Be nice, be good in chat. Represent the High Rollers community well. And then wait for us as we will be playing Lightfall's Descent. A brand new mini campaign. It's 10 episodes. We're on episode 4.
5 today.
Five today. Halfway through, where the team are. This is the old Lightfall characters, so Cam and Raynon and Juto and Laura and their new friend Alzra, the Void Walker. Who they're in hell. They're in the literal hell.
The best place on earth.
Actual hell.
Actual hell. And it's going to be very exciting. Today, they might be making a deal to go and kill Arcan the Cruel, who is Joe Manganiello's
Totally
character.
fine. Totally not overpowered.
No, definitely not. So it's going to be really fun. Come and check that out. That's straight after this over on twitch.tv/DND. Another couple of quick things. We have brand new shirts. Chris Trott is wearing one of our new Paladin shirts. Ready to go.
I worked for
Rihanna.
work today, so it's
Yeah.
pretty gross, but
So we have a
Sentry
Paladin
shirt.
and a Sentry shirt, both available. You can go to store.yogscast.com. Kim's wearing one of our hoodies. You can go to store.yogscast.com, pick up our new merch. It is available as a bundle. You can get the 2 Paladin shirts together.
save money, get 2.
You can also use code HIGHROLLERS at checkout to get 10% off your whole order on the store. Not just High Roller stuff, any stuff on the Yogscast store.
Everything.
Bodega books,
Kim stuff.
Kim stuff, Flux Buddies, Hat Films new shirt. Get all of it.
Everything.
And then the last thing, we don't have the exact details yet, but we can confirm that myself, Tom, and Katie are going to be at PAX West this year.
Yeah.
So we're going to be
What?
there with our friends.
Whoa, I can't wait to meet you.
What?
I'm not going.
You're not going. We're going to be there with our friends Idle Champions. They've invited us out. We're still figuring out exactly what we're going to be doing. There are plans to do a panel. There's plans to do signings. We're trying to see if we can do a live game there as well. Maybe get some guests from the C team or from Wizards and people like that.
Yeah.
And have a good old fun time.
And PAX West, that's in Bristol or Cardiff, right?
No, that's in Seattle, in
Seattle?
America.
But that's America!
We're going to America, baby.
Again!
Yeah.
Yeah!
So come and see us there if you're going to PAX West. If you'd like to come and meet us, if you're in the US, we'd like to meet you. Come and say hi at PAX West.
Yeah.
Me and Kim clearly don't.
What?
Because I'm not going.
Henry?
I'm not
Henry.
Yeah.
But really would
Yeah.
want
Ree's working.
But she's busy.
Yeah.
That's like a genuine thing normal people have to do.
Yeah, what?
We're working right now.
Sure. Yeah.
is
Playing
hard work.
D&D. What work?
Yeah, this is
Hard work.
Right. With that,
One
I
more
think that's
thing.
it. What?
2 more things.
Sneak emote and subscriptions.
Oh yeah. So we are quite a few sub points away from unlocking a new emote. But if you'd like to get a Smeek one,
Why?
head on over to High Rollers D&D on Twitch
Why would
and
you want that?
sub up. Don't forget to
Smeek.
use your Amazon Prime. Get those Prime subs in. Get free Prime.
Sub for Smeek.
Sub for
Sub
Smeek.
for Smeek.
Yeah.
Sub for Smeek.
So we
Hashtag
need
sub for
to
Smeek.
unlock a new emote slot.
Well, I mean,
So
let's
So
see
that-
how today's episode goes.
Yeah, if you get the emote before I kill him, I won't kill him.
But
How
he'll
about
live
that?
on in emote form.
Yes.
Tom can't kill that.
yep.
I can try.
Make Smeek eternal.
Okay.
I've got
That was
one
one
more
thing. Yep.
So there is a fan art video today.
Oh!
Enjoy that in the break. Thank you.
That's it.
Let's
How
do
can
it.
people send fan art, Chris Trott?
Oh, using their computers.
You can
Let's
email.
play Aerois.
Run the intro video. Roll it. Roll it. Thought I'd drop that little nugget for you there,
Why
Tom.
did you wait? You had so much time to say stuff before the start of the episode.
But now you have to edit.
Yeah,
so
I
now
do.
It makes it easier.
I have to do it anyway. But now I have to listen for this point.
Lol.
This point, Tom. Thank you.
Welcome back to Aerois, everybody. The party have travelled to the sky city of Gusthaven, a huge floating island with a city that has developed to survive above the clouds with magic. Here they have successfully resurrected their friend and chosen of the god Hesper, Quillic ad Kolar.
Yeah.
However, they have also discovered the fate of Lucius Elanasto's family and began to unravel what could be a dark conspiracy. Lucius escorted the party to find a surviving member of his household, his old nanny, a half-elven woman called Norfear. Locating Norfear's house, they found her inside, armed to the teeth and ready to kill. Norfear's past as an assassin was revealed, and she detailed what she knew of the Elanasto tragedy, believing it to be the work of sky pirates called the Wind Barons. The party went to procure Lucius new clothes, and also to find a big magical store called the Aethagora. There, they met with Azariah Yorian Perel, a young elven noble who runs it. They purchased various new magical devices in exchange for a potion of longevity that they sold. Meanwhile, Lucius cut and dyed his hair in a hope to try and avoid attention. And as the party began to plan their next steps, a small metal sphere teleported, walked through space and time into the room, and began ticking.
Yep.
So,
Glitter
let's
ball.
roll initiative.
Okay.
Oh.
All right, straight away.
First is a little ball.
Tom, can I double check
one
that
was
you've
this
equipped
one?
your armor before we get into this?
Equipped my armor.
Yeah,
So I've now
before you-
got
To get an at 20 on it.
breastplate. Yes, I have
Good
one.
boy.
16 AC. That's
Come
pretty
on, do it again.
13.
Make it happen. Shit. It did not happen.
good. Have we all got bad rolls?
Rhiannon has. I got 5. I rolled 5.
I didn't. Mine's bad. I'm gonna blow up.
Do you want me to roll one for Katie?
Let's make our initiative.
Tom's got the character sheet. Can you roll one for Ayla as well? But we'll do that in a second.
Oh, and Smeek.
Oh my god, she got a natural 20.
That's pretty good.
I'm
Really?
rolling natural 20s for Katie right now.
Damn.
And then that's the thing. Can you roll one for Smeek as well, please?
No.
No, I cannot.
He got incredible 18.
18. That's plus 3.
Whatever, plus 3, yeah.
21. And then I will roll for Norfear as well. Oh, Norfear did not do as well. Okay, so Ayla. Total?
24.
24. Quill?
6.
Nova?
16.
Lucius?
20.
Sentry?
4.
Oh dear. Ayla will be the first to react. Rather than having me go, because obviously I know things about the scenario, can you decide what Ayla will do, please, Tom Hazel?
Okay.
Because like my decisions, I would
Bias.
have to. Yeah, I'd really have to try and think what she would do without the knowledge I have.
I don't know, because I feel like I'm gonna kill her.
Punt it out the window.
I mean, who does anybody?
She grabs the ball and eats it. I have no idea what she would do.
Make it neutral, basic.
I feel like she'd start ushering people out of the room or like pushing, trying to grab people and pull them out of the way.
Okay, yeah, well,
Like,
that's what she does then.
So I guess is there a check involved with that?
No, who does she want to try and grab?
Probably Lucius, because he's like most in the room at the moment.
Okay. So yeah, she will. Ayla grabs Lucius by the collar and cuff, and will try and drag him and basically run out. So if we can grab the battle map cam. So Norfear's apartment I have built.
Yes.
This is a separate scale to the rest of Gusthaven, which I've also built out just in case fighting spills out onto the streets. Not that there would be, because it's just a little ticking sphere.
What?
Little bomb.
Okay.
So
Ominous.
we've got a bunch of rooms back here. Ayla is down here. Where does she want to go? There is a door behind Ayla that seems to lead into a side room that you never went.
Okay.
We're at
so
the top of a huge.
You are at the 4th floor of a apartment tower.
Oh my
So
god.
it's not
Which
just a
is-
simple step out.
No. It was probably be. I mean, how tall is a like a flat roof? It's like what, 10 feet?
Yeah.
So 4 floors. So you're talking about 40, 50 feet drop.
Okay, and at the moment we are all just surrounding this.
This thing is in the
ticking-
middle of the group. Like, it has been purposely teleported in directly into the middle of the group. And you can see it's almost twisting and unraveling, and it's nearly finished.
I think
It's like-
Ayla would probably throw Smeek at the ball, and we'd all run away, right?
Oh, I have 2 people.
You wasted such.
I mean, no, I'm
going
gonna control
I have 2 people
I'm
with
controlling
which
Smeek.
to sabotage Smeek now. You've given me so much power. I think Ayla is, instead of pulling into that side room and like trapping themselves in a top floor apartment, is just going to try and drag Lucius out
Back.
to the main like entrance to this,
Okay.
this
So
apartment.
you guys are currently in Northfear's main sort of like living room. It's got like a small table, there's a desk, a couple of chairs. There is a window that looks out onto the Gusthaven streets. The rest of the room that you can see behind you, there was a balcony with like a set of window doors that looks down onto the street, a kind of kitchen area with like a little store cupboard, and then this is the stairwell that you guys came up from.
Right.
So you can imagine that. I'm not sure if we've got a top down.
Yeah, that's okay.
But
Theatre of the Mind.
Theatre of the Mind.
Yeah, okay, so how far would she be able to drag?
I think she's got speed of 45 or 40.
Yeah. So,
If you're dragging another creature, it's about half speed.
okay, so half 45 is 20?
20. Yeah.
10, 15, 20. So there, and I guess Lucius
Yep.
with her.
Yep. Unless Lucius is resisting.
I am not.
He's
I am a
dead.
little reluctant because of
But you're just, like,
Nanny.
yanked,
I'm just
yeah.
like one hand out.
You're like one hand out, but Ayla, she's like, "Come on, they're after you" or something, and then she grabs you and starts running back.
More Scottish.
So that'll be movement. She can do a dash.
Could she dash while dragging?
Yeah, it just halves your movement. I think, like carrying. She can get up to the door, and then you'd be basically at the door.
Yeah, I guess, yeah. Unless it's a bonus action to open the door or...
She could open it, but I don't think you would be able to like step through it fully.
Okay.
So we'll just.
Door open, Lucius dragged. Perfect turn. Wow,
Perfect turn.
Ayla, what a great turn. Oh, thanks, no, that's a good...
Smeek on his turn. Smeek the Goblin. Well, you see him, he's looking at the ball, but then as Ayla runs around the corner, he just turns and chases after Ayla. Like, he's going to chase after Lightning
Maybe not
Goblins.
heroic again, you know?
He's not gonna look at the little ball.
No, he's interested. He looks at it like, "Ah, blah, blah, blah." Like, and Nova, you would hear it as, "What is that?" And then he's just like, "Where are you going?" And then he chases after Ayla. And he's like, little arms waving in the air.
Okay.
Lucius. So you are dragged by Ayla. She's currently carrying you.
I'd let it happen, and I'm just going to pull back a little bit to look around the corner and make sure everyone else is, and whatever way, if there's anyone
You
struggling.
begin peering round. Yep.
Yeah, so if anyone else is struggling to get around this corner, can I aid?
Yeah.
My action?
So like you'll like grab them and pull them through. Okay.
Awesome.
Okay. Nova, in fact, actually. There's a lot of people going.
How empty are the streets outside?
Do you want to look?
No, not enough time.
You right now, the window is like across the other side of the room from you.
Can I punt it?
I was thinking about.
Yeah.
No,
You
I
could.
was-
I mean,
I was thinking about something, but I think it might be a bit.
the ball
dark.
is it's not huge. It's like a grapefruit. You could probably pick it up and throw it, or you could.
I was more thinking about thunder stepping away with it, but I can't help but think I shouldn't be next to it when it goes off. So
Yeah.
You don't know what it's going to do. Right now, it's just like a metal sphere. You can see it's inlaid. Lucius, you'd probably recognize that it has Ethereum, kind of like very small, fine amounts of it traced through the metal, and it's just.
Is it getting faster?
Yeah, it whatever it is, it's about to pop open.
is Northfear within 10 foot of me?
5'10", yes, she is.
Dropkick North, you're out the window.
Perfect.
Sparta!
I was wondering about thunder stepping Quill and Sentry away, but Northfear will get hit by the thunder damage.
So would Echo,
You could do a whole...
who is currently hovering behind you and Quill. Sentry's not air.
Yeah, but if Sentry's still alive, you can make another one. And I don't want to fuck up. I don't know what to do.
Sounds to me like Nova is plagued by indecision and delays her turn.
Or I'm gonna cast gaseous form
Okay.
and turn into a gas.
Okay. Yeah. So you turn into a gas.
And
What's your movement speed as a gas?
10 feet.
Yeah. So I don't have a gas. I would have got one if I knew you were going to do this. Where would you like to go as a gas?
Can I just eke away? Like,
You can go 10
away?
feet?
Yeah, 10 feet away.
5, 10. Yeah. You're like
Yeah.
5, 10.
Are you a stinky house?
You'd be very cloudish. Like a big cloud.
Yeah.
A big fluffy cloud.
Like
You see
steam.
my hair? I'd be like a
Cloudish.
bigger version of my hair.
So more steam than
I like to think, it would just like my hair would just almost
So,
like just
Who we got left?
Envelop
Quill.
envelop me.
You're at
Wait, no,
6.
that's weird.
Quill's at 6.
well, my initiative.
Yes. Yeah. And then Sentry's 4. That's that. Yeah. So Norfear, you can see her like, get it out of, and she's reaching for it as the ball.
Oh,
And you see a tiny orange bead that you've seen before.
Oh no!
oh my god! I'm not out of the
Fireball
room.
Oh.
So I believe
Why are you
this
killing
is a
everybody, bro?
20-foot radius.
And it's just the 2 resi ones as well. Oh!
So
20-foot radius.
I
Me,
should have
Sentry,
thunderstepped. I
Echo.
should have thunderstepped.
5, 10, 15, 20. Lucius, you are going to make a saving throw as well, but you're going to have advantage because you've got cover. Ayla and Smeek are actually out of the way. Nova, you're technically also going to make a saving throw, but I believe you have resistance.
I'm resistant to
But what are you
non-magical.
resistant to?
Non-magical.
This is a fireball, sorry.
Hiss.
So everybody is going to make the saving throw except Ayla and Smeek.
What saving throw?
Dexterity saving throw.
I have advantage on that.
Whoa! When it counts.
20.
So North
Ooh, that's good.
is...
Okay, I'm happy with that. Dex
Do I
save.
have advantage, you say?
you
just
no, you have a flat bonus actually, because you'd have half cover, so +2. Well, so you get an extra +2 to the saving throw.
Good.
+2 from
Half cover.
full book, please.
Wait, but he was leaning out, so he's like the back blast. The window
Would it envelop the corner as well?
smashes. Yeah, it does.
I love the word envelop today. Am I enveloped by flames? Is everyone around me enveloped by my exploded body?
Well, what did you get on your saving throws?
I got 22.
22.
22.
22.
9.
9.
22, I think.
22.
24?
Crap, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I
Okay.
think it's 24 because I've got an extra +2 for aura of protection.
Well, that's a point actually. So your aura of protection extends to everybody else within 10 feet of you, right?
Yes.
So
So
11.
Dex saves?
Oh,
No,
okay.
Lucius, you're not within 10 feet.
Shit.
Sentry was about here. So Norfear,
Norfear.
Quill, and Echo would all gain. You need to make a saving throw for Echo as well, please.
Yep.
No, nat 20.
Got
Here we go.
one. Oh, it's a 6.
Including your bonus?
With 8 including bonus, but
It's no point. He's dead.
yeah, he's vaporized.
Okay,
He's vapor.
so I think the only person who failed was Lucius
And Echo.
and Echo. So Lucius and Echo both take 21 points of fire
Oh, he's
damage.
gone.
Echo explodes. You can have that.
Thank you.
Everybody else would take 10 fire damage.
Okay. Okay, not
As including, unfortunately, gaseous Nova. Can you make a concentration check for gaseous form? Constitution saving throw.
for your gas.
If it is concentration spell, I don't know if it is.
It's a constitute. Okay.
Yeah, Constitution saving throw.
22.
Yeah, easily enough. Yeah, it was only DC 10. So you maintain your cloud-like form, but the explosion kind of threatens to rip you apart, and you can't really move and dodge out of the way. Lucius, you're kind of blown back against the far kind of point of the room as you hear this thud.
Oh, I need to take 1d4 of psychic damage for,
For
Echo,
Echo.
going.
Thank you. Well remembered. I'll roll it.
Wow.
1d4. Okay.
I'll roll it.
Okay.
3.
3.
One less than what you rolled.
Yeah.
Perfect. What a generous DM.
Nice.
It's just that I should roll it. Technically, that and Norfear's turn happened at the same time, so as she's reaching it, kind of,
Oh shit.
and then she kind of staggers. But in fact, actually, I think she has evasion. I don't think she takes any damage.
So that's
Yep.
good.
So you watch as it explodes, Norfis sees it. She probably grabs the table to the side of her, throws it in front of her, and is kind of blown up against like the side of the
Oh,
room,
nice.
but avoids any damage.
She goes into a fridge and is immune to nuclear explosion.
Nuclear explosion.
And gophers.
But also can't leave.
Yeah.
Quill and Sentry, you guys are both blasted, fire scorches, but you manage to kind of protect yourselves or dive out of the way, finding what cover you can in this enclosed space.
Okay.
After that, Quill, Ek, and Kolar. In fact, actually, no. A held action takes place.
Here we go.
You hear... So Ayla, Lucius, and Smeek hear a popping sound, as if air and space is warped again, similar to the way that the orb was. And... Two individuals appear. Nova, your cloud-like form, sees the same thing happen on the balcony. Two figures kind of appear to the sides.
Oh my god, so one at the main door where Ayla and Sneak and Lucius are. Okay.
These figures have masks tied around their nose and mouth. They have bandanas. They are wearing black leathers. They wield scimitars, hand crossbows, daggers, and they look like trained
Bastards.
warriors. Trained bastards, definitely, for sure.
Okay. Right.
Born out
That
of
is just
wedlock.
all that happens, though. They just appear. That was a held action that they were sent here on that held action. So, Quill,
Do I hear that?
you definitely kind of you hear the warping of space, and then as you turn around past Nova's semi-opaque gaseous cloud form, you can see two figures kind of look kind of crouched and hunched on the balcony, and they begin pulling out wickedly curved blades.
Curved blades.
Wickedly good.
Swords.
Wicked, wicked.
Shield of Faith is a concentration. Okay, could I
Let me check my
stand?
long list of spells.
Well, I've got a massive list of spells now, especially with this Bandore.
Yeah.
I want to stand in the center of the room. And I can't see any ranged weapons on them, did you say? They've just got...
No ranged weapons that you can see, no.
I will cast Spirit Guardians.
Okay.
So 15 feet
Good spell.
within me.
Yep.
People can't get in.
So 15 foot around you, yeah? So
Yeah.
15 foot radius, does it say?
15 foot radius.
Yeah. It is just on the out, like, it's literally, it ends here.
Well, it's a concentration, so I want to keep it going and stop people from coming in rather
Yeah.
than out.
And what does it look like? Describe the spell.
Well, the spell here says that if you are good, then they're angelic creatures. But I guess in my case, it's just almost like a tornado
Celestial
of
birds.
or just a tornado of just
Feathers.
gusts and feathers and wind and things
It's probably
like that.
it's probably almost like a tornado of light, but occasionally you see bird-like forms kind of darting in and out of them.
Like Rivali's Gale.
Rivali's Gale is ready. Perfect. So that's your turn.
That's my action. Can I-
Action, you use 10 feet of movement, but it doesn't sound like
I don't have any bonus actions really. Oh, could I dodge or anything like that? That's not bonus, is
No,
it?
that's a full action to take that.
Sure. I will not do anything then, because I don't have the barrier ring anymore.
Okay. So after Quill, Sentry.
I would like to move up between Quill and Nova,
Okay.
and then
5,
Cloud
10,
Nova.
15, 20.
and then cast Thunderous Smite on my axe, please.
Okay, bonus action, Thunderous Smite. Yep. So the axe begins humming with a thunderous energy, probably pulling some of the vortex energy from around Quill. Binds into the axe.
That's cool as fuck.
And then we are back up to the top with Ayla. Ayla this I know what she'll do here.
Whack.
She will turn,
I would like to-
rage,
Yeah.
and she will charge in.
Oh, she's leaving.
Is that our first round?
That was the first round.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
That was the first round.
Cool.
So she charges, standing in the door with the hammer.
Would she leave the aura of my thing?
Yeah.
She cares not.
Yeah, she rages.
cares
It makes sense.
What's her attack bonus? In fact, let me just swing this round.
Yeah.
I'll just check it.
Oh boy.
So she will do a whacking on each one. I will not reckless, as I don't think Katie would. First one is a 23, which is a hit. Second one is a 12, which is a miss. So the first hammer blow comes swinging down with a wide arc. D10. So that is 1 plus 5 plus her rage damage is 2. So that's 8 points of damage. And then make a saving throw. So many things to do. He fails for 6 points of lightning damage.
Nice.
That's the most Katie's ever done with that little lightning one. So she kind of comes in, swings the hammer once. It connects with the first one, who kind of braces to try and buckle against the strike. But the second one, she swings wide. The guy dodges back, and then this kind of burst of lightning erupts out from her. I got 2 more out here. She calls out. After Ayla, it is
Speak, isn't it?
Normally would be.
The boys.
Quill. What's your AC?
16.
Okay.
But why?
You die.
But why?
But why?
Technically would have advantage.
A bomb appears in me.
It's in your
Teleports
eye.
inside.
Your eye is now a bomb.
Could that
You
happen?
hear a sound that you're somewhat familiar with, the crack of a thunderstone weapon. From outside the window, you hear this as you are, a bullet just passes through you. You want to
Oh my god!
do. So that's going to be 18,
Oh jeez.
21. Oh, Christ, the amount of damage. 21, 33.
What?
It's going to be 35 points of damage.
Oh, Mark, I'm downed.
You just hear this explosion from outside the window, this crack of a rifle, and then you just see blood sprayed out of Quill's body.
Oh, my Spirit Guardians! I was so happy to have used that spell. Hang on a sec.
Would the spirit guardians have
Injury table?
stopped
Injury
that?
table.
Spirit Guardians, anything that comes
It's
within
just
range, it
moving
hits
it.
them. Yeah.
Mark, if I fail this injury check, I swear to God I'm leaving. 6 Constitution save.
Yeah, that's a fail.
Oh,
You gonna
Mark.
Roll a d20.
2.
I need my sheet. I need my.
Christ.
I need my
Oh,
sheet.
someone's lost a leg.
What if it's your eye again?
You know what? I think it could be.
Oh, fuck.
Mark,
What?
I just came back and
Sorry,
I just
you're
got an
the
eye.
only one that was in line of sight. Why do you think I was looking at the map?
Yeah. They got shot.
It's almost like, I found it very funny when Kim was like, "Oh, can I have? What is it like outside?" I was like, "You can go look."
Couldn't it hit my storm eye and it just gets absorbed into like the ether?
Maybe.
It's sent into the future.
Yeah. It will hit me like
Man.
in 2 weeks.
Oh man, this is bad.
Oh.
Mark your mic.
Oh, yeah. Thank
Oh, he's telling you took the mic off.
Let's go get my thing. It's not good for you, pal. Well, it kind of is, because at least you're in a place where you can go get this healed. You hear this crack, this thunderous explosion, and then you watch as Quill's jaw is like... it snaps. The force breaks his jaw, like part of his beak.
Oh!
You currently have a broken jaw. You cannot communicate verbally, cannot eat or drink without help. You cannot cast spells that have a verbal component.
You need to. You've got the missing arm.
Oh, missing arm. Yeah, I need to actually take my
break
jaw
your
off
jaw.
now.
Is it gone or is it just broken?
It's broken. It's not gone. I'm not going to blow his jaw off, but
Well,
his
is it a
jaw
jaw
is
or is it a
broken.
beak?
Yeah, it's a beak, but
The bottom of
it
your
breaks like the part of the beak, and it's like he can't.
The bottom of his beak is so small. It's such a good shot.
But it's also it goes into like kind of like through the body.
And I'm downed.
It's pretty bad. But hey,
Oh,
that's how the cookie goes sometimes.
That's how the cookie goes.
Cookie goes, yeah.
They
That
say.
cookie goes.
But you'll be pleased with what happens next, Tom.
Yeah.
Smeek will leap to Ayla's aid.
Hey, go on, boy.
God.
Storm out underneath her legs.
Make me proud, son.
He does have pack tactics, and he is next to an ally, so he has advantage. I think he has like
Is he a small but mighty? Oh, no.
Not yet. He doesn't. I've not made him as a full character. I'm just using the goblin stats. We'll see if he sticks around, and then I might make him as a full NPC.
Give you boomer stats, yeah.
No. He desperately tries flailing his little knife at the guy's legs, but he's just like, and like just kicks him away.
He has a halberd.
Oh, he does. He has. That is even worse.
Yes!
But it does mean that he's behind Ayla.
Halbert.
Yeah, Halbert.
Halbert.
Oh, yeah,
He's
Halbert.
like, this thing is so unwieldy. He's like, like stabbing it in between Ayla's legs, but he just can't. He's useless with it. He's garbage.
He's trying his best.
He's trying his best.
I hope he dies.
No.
Is there a point in which I have so many injuries that I'm just immune to?
Nova.
Isn't it Lucius first?
Lucius.
I need that extra turn.
Birdie.
I'm gonna run over and bonus action on the way, barrier ring for myself.
Okay, bonus action. You summon
Used
this
it, Tom.
spectral
you.
shield, so you get +2 AC.
Yep. So I'm putting that in as a misc bonus on my D&D
Just
Beyond.
remember to take it off, unlike Quill.
I didn't have it equipped.
My action will be to feed him a potion of healing.
Sure.
2d4 plus 2 hit points, please.
Bitch.
Potions, bitch.
Well, you guys really go, I want to buy trinkets. And I'm like,
Into his broken
Seven
jaw.
hit points.
Pry it open.
But yeah,
Don't
like
need to.
it's painful. You kind of but you can see that this is badly injured. He's going to need to go to a proper like a healer, get proper healing.
Will this
But
affect
you-
verbal spells?
Yes, you can't cast verbal spells. Like you can't speak. You're like it just won't move. You're like
Sorry, how much healing?
7.
It's something.
It's more than I've got.
Is it really?
So
Just
action,
trade
taking the
places.
potion, bonus action, barrier ring, movement. I'm guessing you want to stay there, or do you want to move?
Can I hint my
Because
movement?
you've got
to-
like 5, 10. You've only moved like 10 feet.
Can I use? I guess.
You've got 20 feet left. You could drag him 10 feet.
Okay. Can I drag him into the back room kitchen
Yeah, sure. Yeah. So you can go 5.
by the jaw?
Yeah.
It's come off.
Yeah. Lucius, you're strong enough because you're actually not weak. Like you pick him up and you're dragging him back.
Come on, it's gonna be okay.
Birdie, Quill, as you look up, can you make a perception check for me? You can definitely see this with your passive.
Oh, I'm
But
awake
you
now.
can't say shit. 21.
21. You just see this directly out of the window, and you only saw it because you saw what happened to Quill. Perched on the roof of another building, about 120 feet out of the room. It's so dark you wouldn't have seen it. But you see the glint of like a scope, like a rifle scope. You see the
God.
glint, and then like a shadowy figure, kind of like perched on the roof.
gonna-
Quill, you see it. That's clearly and you're being dragged away.
I feel like I look in a direction that my jaw just got
Any
blown
time
off.
to shout.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, shouting's free action.
There's the shooter. Don't look out the window. And push Quill and me out of sight.
Shooter!
I wouldn't know what a
He's got a shooter!
I wouldn't know what a sniper is or anything.
You know what a firearm is. You could say that there's a man.
Fire
with a
on
gun.
man outside.
Yeah, there's a gun. Man with gun. No,
Gunman.
well, that scuppers my plan. 'Cause
You're
I-
You're telling me!
No, I was going to go out on the balcony, but
there's
like
2 men there now.
no, I was going to because of the shooter. I was going to attack them on the balcony, but because there's a shooter, I don't
Well,
wanna
the
get
the angle, like you can see the angle here is exactly how it's set up.
Yeah, it's blocked.
So he can shoot through this window,
window. Oh,
but the
okay,
balcony's
but-
actually sheltered by a part of the.
In which
apartment.
case,
Killed 2 men.
I will.
You know, the creature's tab is just the right there.
I don't have a creature.
We need. Let's speed this.
Can I cast Hexblade Curse? On...
So you're going to drop gaseous form.
Yes, I'll drop gaseous form.
So
Useless in this situation.
You reform.
Can I?
Bonus action, Hexblade's Curse, one of these guys.
Yeah, the one on the right. And then can I attack him?
We'll mark that as
Right guy.
D.
Okay.
Right, boy.
D boy.
Yep.
D-boy.
And
They're all
then
D-boys.
can I attack him with Tiangong two-handed, but
Yeah.
then also cast Green Frame Burb?
Green frame bread.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gleam
Sure.
Brigade.
Okay.
Just make the attack roll.
Green frame braids.
Gleam Brigade.
19 plus
nice.
7 is
Hey,
26.
Hexblade Curse. I think that's a
Hexblade
crit.
Curse, that's a crit!
Oh!
18.
Grant.
So I want to try something out with crits that a friend of mine's been playing in a private game, because we've had a couple of situations with crits with the base rules where you crit for less damage than what you can do normally. So what my friends Steve and Oz, who you know from LARP, and you know from Oz,
I know Oz.
from LARP, what they do is you do maximum damage, and then you roll again. Because then that way you're getting the benefit of you're going to do more than what you could have possibly done before.
Oh, sweet.
I see. Okay.
Doesn't mean I'll do the same back to you guys.
Yeah.
But it means you get maximum damage on the first hit, and then you roll the damage again.
So that's a
I like that.
So what was the
D10
normal damage
plus
be?
4?
So that would be 14.
14.
Now you roll a d10. So you don't get the plus 4, you just get the d10.
so 6.
So another 6, so 20.
20, and then if I'm doing green
Flame Blaze.
robe,
Which means that the other guy takes...
so the other guy, so this guy takes 1d8, and the second target takes 1d8 plus 4.
Yeah, so he would take 8 plus 4, maximum of 8, so 12, roll a d8, because you crit on the second damage as well.
4.
So you get another, so you go 8 plus 4, 12, 16 on that guy.
Can you crit on spells?
When you make any attack roll, so any attack that has an attack roll, you can crit on. So you can technically, like with Lucius, he's critted on like Melf's acid arrows and stuff before. So it means that like Green Flame Blade is amazing if you get a crit. Because it's like, oh, I just dealt loads of damage to that guy. That guy's now taking loads of damage.
There's multiple dice rolls to be had.
Yes.
How much damage was that? I feel like...
that was a total of 34 points of damage across 2 targets. And that's why Hexblade Curse is great, because it increases your chance of critting as well. But it does mean you need to...
I am next to them. Yeah.
I like that rule.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna like it soon.
I think it makes crits more fun for you guys. It does make them scarier when I do.
Yeah.
That kind of makes it more
And you get
fun.
them a lot, so cool.
Yeah, no, it makes sense.
So that's your whole turn, Nova?
Yeah, that's it.
I knew that took a little bit of time, but I wanted to get that across.
No, it's a cool rule.
The bomb
I like
has
it.
gone off. The Cutthroats.
Here we go. Someone heal me.
You hear them shout like, deal with his friends quickly. We've got to find him. And then they will begin their attacks. Right, I got a lot of attacks to make. Nova.
Oh, yikes.
Each Cutthroat is going to strike you 3 times, twice with their scimitar, and then they try and plunge their dagger in. The first attack is a 21.
Hits.
Second attack is an 8.
Miss.
The dagger is a 17.
Exact.
Okay, so you're going to take 6 points of damage from the first attack, and then 5 points, so 11 points total. So sliced and then stabbed. The second one is going to do the same thing. First one is a 15.
Miss.
Second one is a 11.
Miss.
Third one is a 23.
Hit.
Take another 5 points of damage. So you're parrying with Tiangong, who's kind of guiding your strikes, but there's so many attacks. These guys are so fast, you just can't parry them all, and occasionally one slips in, cuts you across the side, or cuts you across the arm, as you're bouncing around. Against Ayla, they're going to do the same thing. This isn't frustrating when I've got to roll so much for myself. First one is going to be a miss. Second one is going to be a hit. The dagger is going to be a hit. She's going to take half of 11, which is 5. Can you do this actually for me, Tom? Can you give her 5 damage? The second guy is going to hit with his first, miss with the second, hit with a dagger for another 11, half to 5, so she takes another 5.
Okie dokie, so 10
She took
total.
10 total. So you can see Ayla just kind of fending them both off as their blades are cutting her arms, but she just doesn't seem to care. She just doesn't blink.
It's more rage for her.
More rage. Nanny Norfear kicks the table. In fact, actually, having heard Lucius shout, she will pick up the table and basically she starts lifting it and blocking the door.
Nice.
Oh, wow.
Blocking the window. She's like
Clever.
holds it up.
So is it totally blocking the window?
It's blocking it, but you imagine that it probably could be fired through, but there's no line of sight now. So whoever's out there will have a harder time. That's going to be her action, and then she will use her movement. 10, 15, 20, 25. She's kind of going to come and help Nova.
I would have also had a +3 to damage rolls. Always forget that. Never mind.
Oh well.
It's true.
Ah well.
I'll remember it next time. +3 to damage rolls.
So she will move. Yeah, her action would be to lift up this very heavy table and block the thing, but then she's just going to move. You see her, she doesn't pull out her crossbow, she pulls out like a short blade, like from a long sheath along her thigh. She pulls out this long knife and then comes up beside Nova, but doesn't have enough time to strike herself.
Oh my god.
Quill,
Oh my god.
you're up.
I've just read every one of my spells.
All verbal,
All verbal.
even cantrips?
Even cantrips. Everything is verbal. So I can't, I've got no spells.
You know
So,
what you don't need verbal spells for? The Bandor.
Vandor,
You
yeah.
need to play that.
Vandore. In that case, I'll cast Speak with Animals. I will
Your
do.
Thunderstone pistol. Cool that.
I'm gonna be that person. Have you attuned to your Bandalore yet?
Vandore, did I do that last?
Because
oh no, I didn't.
you
I
got
guess.
psychic damage when we
Boom.
fiddled with it.
So,
In that case,
Sauce Tom.
it's cool.
hey, that's pulling a Tom on Tom.
I've been tommed.
You've been Tom.
I've been thoroughly
You've been
tommed.
domed.
I mean, I guess I'm gonna drink a potion.
You need Lucius to help you. Like you need somebody to help you eat and drink. Like your jaw is like all fucked up. Like you can't drink it on your own. He needs to basically like shove it down your throat so you can drink. That was in the injury rules. You cannot eat or drink without assistance.
I'm shocked.
It was probably
You're
the single worst
stumped
result a
for words.
spellcaster could probably get.
Yeah.
It's one of the worst things.
I'm gonna hold my turn until
Yeah.
I figure something out.
Okay, sure. So I'll put you at the end of the initiative.
Yeah, thank you.
Which is basically just Sentry and then it's you again.
Crap!
Sentry.
I want more time.
Cool. I'm going to move on up to the guys
Next to Nova.
and smack them with my axe with Thunderous Smite, please.
Okay, so you can only target one currently.
Okay, I'll do the one closest
Yeah.
to me. So we'll give him a little schmacky schmoo. Oh dear, that's not good. So that's 4 plus 7, that's 11.
It's not enough, doesn't hit. But you can make a second attack.
Yeah, I'll give that another go. Oh, it's not much better, it's a 12.
This should be with your weapon. You should have a higher bonus. 8 plus.
I've got a 7,
so
I think.
8 plus 7 is 15.
Oh wait, no. Plus, oh
Actions.
yeah, 15, yeah.
15. Yeah, that is a hit. That's why I was like,
Oh yeah, I
just
can't.
gonna double check that math
Maths.
because I'm pretty sure that hits.
Cool. So I'll do that one, and then it's d8 plus 4 plus 2d6. That's a 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
10.
And then 2 more d6. That's another 6.
It's another 6. So, and the Thunderous Smite, I have to make a saving throw or he's pushed.
He's pushed back 10 feet, yeah.
What's the saving throw DC?
13, I think.
It's a strength save.
Yeah.
You watch as this guy. As the axe connects with him, and this thunderous energy launches him. I rolled a 4 plus 2.
Oh my
He
god.
goes sailing. He's going to fall 40 feet
That's a lot of damage.
that is quite a lot of damage actually.
How many
13 more points of damage.
how many dice is that?
So you hear him like, and then hit the ground, but you don't know if he's dead or not.
Cool. Sweet.
It's not happy.
It's definitely not happening.
No.
It's me again.
You can just cry.
Just say that, dude.
Oddly enough, Bardic Inspiration isn't verbal.
Yeah?
So I'm gonna put my
You
one
first need to see his
hand
Lucius.
on Lucius and just sort of like give him a sort of look,
A winged thumbs up.
kind of like a thumbs up, but also like a comforting sort of like.
Well, it could also just be like you look at him desperately hopeful, like,
Yes.
please help me.
Yeah, yeah.
And
So-
Lucius feels inspired to do something amazing. Please. How many hit points are you on?
I am on 3.
There's 3
It's,
hit.
I mean, it's something. You've got an extra d6
Yeah.
to your
Thanks, bro.
whatever, your attack roll, ability check, or saving throw.
Sure,
Thanks.
that sounds good. So we jump up to the top. Ayla go. Ayla, hearing like this commotion with Quill, I'm going to reckless with her. She's going to smack the first one. That's definitely a hit. Second one, that's a natural 20. And that's why you reckless. So let's do the first one. So it's a D10 plus 7
What?
So she does 17 damage with that crit, minimum.
minimum.
Oh, I like these rules. I like them a lot, actually.
You won't when the bad boss gets it.
I don't care. I do care. I'll care when I die.
14
again.
damage on the first hit. The second one is 10 plus 7, 17. And now I roll again. That was only a 3, but that means it's 20 damage total.
Nice.
Plus 7?
No, that's with the... You don't get plus 7 again. It's
I see.
maximum damage with your modifier, and then you roll the dice again.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
what I did with Kim.
That makes
So
sense.
imagine like you do your maximum dice roll,
And then
roll
a dice
the dice
roll.
roll again, and then you add the modifier on at the end.
I see. I see.
It plays out. But you can see it like she just brings the hammer down like, ah! Poof. And the guy that hadn't been injured up until this point gets a lightning-infused hammer into his chest. And he's like, and then I'm going to make a saving throw. That's a 5. He takes another 1 lightning damage.
Cool. It's something.
He can't do anything now. The sniper outside, his vision is blocked, so he will
Hope.
vanish into the night.
Brilliant.
It's his go. It's our boy. It's that little goblin boy with his halberd.
Go on, boy.
Yeah! That is a
Backwards is
8
keen.
to hit on the. And he only gets 1 attack, so he's just like it's stuck in the roof, and he's like trying to pull it down. He's like.
Great.
What's a
So what's the link you're trying to make here?
That's Keemstar.
Right, okay, cool.
No, let's not have that.
Let's get right.
Can you tell Trot that Smeek is not Keem's backward and not Keemstar?
I mean, it is.
It's Lucius' turn.
Yes.
Also, Vasfarak. Someone commented
Yeah.
saying that every goblin
Spell or like
or
No, we
spell
talk
is Vasfarak.
demon stuff.
That's Mark's spell catchphrase.
Lucius, it's your turn.
If I look out the window, can I see the other guy from the balcony?
Yes.
Can I see the edge of the balcony of this window?
Yes.
On the left-hand side.
Yes.
I'm going to try light.
You would need to like move to like here, but then you can. He's gonna get cover though.
No, he fucking isn't.
Yeah, he is.
Nice try.
Lightning.
Lightning lure,
You're gonna
please.
lightning lure him. What's the range?
2,000 feet.
15.
15.
I was going to say.
So to hit him, you will need to stand on the window.
I'll do
Could
it.
he not stand over me?
No. If he
kick you out
stands
the way.
there,
Why didn't I stand up on my
it's
turn?
still like
Can I
you're like
cast it?
leaning out the window.
Can I cast it and then just jump back in?
Sure. Yeah.
Don't forget
Wait,
you've
it's
got-
bardic
you've got
inspiration.
your
It's actually
barb.
just a strength saving throw.
That's a
Like
strength
you.
saving throw.
Don't forget you got your barb.
I do, but
That was cocked.
it's not for anything, is it? Is it for damage as well? Or just...
What, for the bardic inspiration? No, it's just a hit. Unfortunately, that is a 17 on the strength saving throw.
Yeah.
I don't think lightning lures ever succeeded.
Strength. A lot of monsters tend to have good strength. That's
Yeah.
the problem. It's great. It's great against like enemy mages where you're like, hey, get over here. So, do you want to hop back in?
Yes, I'll hop back in.
Yep.
And then
So it's your action. You've moved 5 feet, let's say.
I don't have any bonuses, so I'm just going to thumbs up back to Birdie. Going great.
Great.
You just stay there.
stay right there. Cool. Over.
I nod, and I guess my jaw is flapping, so I'm just.
Tongues all over the place.
I'd like to cast Vampiric
Like a Pez
Touch.
dispenser.
Okay.
So
A giant
make-
candy falls out my mouth.
Thank you, Birdie. A Pez.
Spell attack.
melee spell attack.
Strawberry.
10.
Not enough. So
Piss.
you go to like reach out with your hand, but he's gonna like leap back or like kind of dodge.
Yeah,
to
leap off
side.
the balcony. Go
He,
on.
like dodges to the side as you stumble forward with your hand, trying to grip him with necrotic energy. But it does not reach, and in return, he will attempt to strike you 3 times.
3 times, god damn.
First one, 18.
Hits.
Second one, 10.
Miss.
Dagger, 12.
Miss.
So you take 6 more slashing damage as this whirl of blades strikes you across the face.
I miss Hellish Rebuke.
Yeah, Hellish Rebuke's a good spell. Ayla facing down more of these things, unable to reach Smeek because of his new halberd.
Bert.
First one
pulling
is
it
a miss. Second attack is a
From
natural
Norfolk, I
20
pronounce my
against
T's.
Ayla.
Natural 20 against Ayla.
Albert.
So that's going to be 12 from the crit, so she takes 6 from that, and then she's going to take another 5, so she takes...
11.
But the 5 is
Get
half.
back without
So you
Bert.
take 8, and that's from one guy. The second guy is a miss. That is a hit, and then the dagger is a hit.
Put
So she
Albert
takes another
down.
11 for another 5.
5.
Yeah, Barbarian Rage means she's halving all of these attacks.
Yeah. What are you laughing at? Sorry, we totally
Halbert.
missed all that.
Halbert.
Oh, Halbert. Okay.
That's what Smeek calls it. That's what he thinks it's called.
Right.
He misheard Sentry, who's like, "You want the halberd?" And he's like, and now he thinks the weapon is called halberd. So he's probably like going, "Halberd!
Vasfarak.
I'm picturing a completely still butler called Albert being swung around. Put Albert down.
It's an interesting visual.
Albert.
Norfear will now try and plunge her short sword into this remaining fellow. Oh,
It's like that video of the kid. with the
first
knife.
attack is unfortunately a miss.
What have you got?
Second attack.
Albert! No!
Second attack from Norfear is a hit as this creature's turning to strike you, Nova, and it's like flurrying you with these blades. She goes for a side, she misses with the first one, just catching his tunic, but then she kind of turns the blade over, flips it up in the air, grabs it, and then plunges it into his back. 46 sneak attack damage. 7, 8, 9, 11 for 17 points.
Nice.
Norfear's got moves.
Yeah,
He's got no fear.
She's got Norfear.
Oh,
I get it. I get
and
it.
you can see he's lingering on the edge of death, basically.
Nice.
He's just kind of stumbling.
Basically, death.
Yeah.
Oh, death.
Which one?
The one on the
this guy
balcony.
right here.
The last guy on the balcony.
You can see he's like stumbling away.
I need him to die so I can heal.
Quill.
I mean, I'm going to actually get up this
Okay.
time. And I
As
suppose...
opposed to being on the floor.
Yeah, and I guess, why not? I'll lean out the window and shoot at him.
Just with the Thunderstone pistol.
Oh, yes.
Why not? Oh man, I only have +2 to hit with this thing. 14?
With the +2?
No, just 14. I guess he's got cover, hasn't he?
I mean, his AC is 15, so you miss him.
Ah.
You kind of lean out.
All right, Novi, you take some damage because I shoot your jaw off.
Oh, thanks, mate. Jaw buddies.
Sentry. This guy, like, still fighting Nova. The one you kicked off, you don't know what's happened to him, but the one fighting Nova is looking near death.
Okay. I think I'm gonna now move to Ayla and give her some help.
Okay. You're like, you're fine, Nova,
guys
you've
are
got
all-
this.
You got this.
Oh, I'm a bit bleedy, but
15,
fine.
20, you can basically get next to Smeek. But Ayla, but Ayla is just in front of you.
Cool. Nice. Chicken noises
So
for
yeah.
some reason.
How
So
rude.
basically, you can't quite reach them to make an attack.
Okay.
Two big girls just squeezing through a door.
Excuse me. Excusez-moi.
And a halberd in between.
Well, you
the
could
two.
dash and get behind them, but they get attacks opportunity
Yeah.
against you and stuff. Which you might want, but then you're still within 5 feet of Ayla, so you can help with
Yeah.
protection.
I'm gonna cast Heroism on Ayla.
Okay. What's heroism do?
Heroism, a willing creature you touch is imbued with bravery, so she gets 2 temporary hit points, or temporary hit points
I think it's
equal to a spell casting ability modifier at the start of each of its turns.
Yep.
When the spell ends, the target loses any remaining temporary hit points from the spell.
Yep. And your charisma is like +2, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's 2.
He'll give her 2 lively hit points.
2 temporary hit points, but it's each turn. So
Yeah.
at the start of her turn, she gets 2 temporary hit points. They don't stack, though. So she's basically got like a shield of 2 hit points.
I legit had no idea that's what the spell did.
Yeah.
Thank
I
you.
like heroism.
I've had it this entire time.
I think heroism's a good spell.
Pass at high levels as well.
Yeah.
Actually, right?
Yeah, and give it. I have it at level 2, so I
We
can give
go
another
back up
person.
to Ayla. Reckless.
Yeah.
It's definitely a hit on the first one, not a crit. Second one is... Ooh, what's that, a 9? What's her attack modifier?
+8.
That's still a hit.
Hey.
Regular hits, though, with this one. First one is 17 points of damage.
Yes, please.
Go.
Wait.
Second one, she's just trying to kill... Yeah, second one, she kills him.
17 how?
Nice.
I rolled a 10, +7,
+5.
+2 for rage. Doesn't
Carry
have
on.
Rage damage. So
I won't interfere.
The one that she hit last time, she kind of ignores one who's like striking at her and just focuses on this one enemy. Just raises the hammer up and just brings it down on his head. You hear like the shoulders and the neck snap as his head sort of like sinks into his chest cavity
Hot fuzz.
and just falls
Fry
over
armor.
dead.
Hot fuzz. Nice.
And then she will make the other one make a dex saving throw, which he passes for half of 1, which is 1 lightning damage. After
Oh,
Ayla, we
classic.
go to... He's busy outside. Smeek!
Go, boy.
Please do something.
Hit this man!
Do it. Kill him.
That is a 14. It's a miss. He's just swinging this halberd around.
He's a
He has no
distraction.
idea how he uses the halberd.
It's a great distraction.
He's a great distraction.
Yeah.
He's more agile than he is strong.
Why can't they shoot his jaw off?
Because he wasn't in line of sight.
God damn it.
I thought the fireball might kill him, but you moved Dale around the corner and he followed. If Dale had stayed in the room, that fireball would have annihilated Sneak. He'd be dead. Nope, dead.
None of my watch.
You are your own worst enemy,
I
Tom.
kept
It would have
alive.
massive damaged him. You wouldn't have even been able to save him. He would
Yeah.
have been dead. We go to Lucius.
He's alive because of me.
Wait here, buddy.
He's alive because of you.
Okay. I mean,
Gurgle,
I'd
gurgle.
say that you can kind of like gurgle just about enough to communicate with the team. You can't cast spells or speak with other people, but you can kind of gurgle.
oh, we don't have the
You
telekinetic.
don't have them attuned
No,
yet.
we don't have them yet.
We don't have
I'm
them
not
at all.
ready. I keep telling you guys.
Okay.
I'm going to cast Chromatic Orb because it's 4 inches.
Sure.
And
Your allies don't give cover to enemies.
3,
You can roll a bardic inspiration.
5. So that's
8.
8 plus my spellcasting mod, which I've lost, plus 7.
Which is
15.
15, which is a hit.
Yay!
Don't count yourself out. You can turn that 3 into a hit.
Oh, man.
And now it's
That's why you want to have a level 1
4d8.
bard on the team.
4d8.
and it's only level 1. Crazy. No wait, that can't be right. Is it just showing me the highest level it can do?
What are you casting at? Level 1?
Yeah.
It's 3d8, I believe.
Yeah, 48 is great. Then again,
15 points
15?
of fire damage.
Guiding Bolt's pretty great.
Fire damage.
Yeah.
So you're not doing another type of damage.
Oh wait, yeah, acid.
So
Wow.
would you like to do dichromancy damage?
Lapse of judgment. Yes,
Yeah.
it would, please.
Okay, so what the level of the spell plus your charisma mod?
It's level 1, so it's plus 3.
So 4 points.
4.
Because your charisma's gone down because you don't have the flower crown anymore. So you watch as this ball of acid shoots out, kind of scorches the man's armor, and then Lucius kind of flicks out another kind of burst of orange energy.
Nice.
However, it's still standing.
Okay, yeah, fine, that's fine.
Yeah.
I'm not changing it now.
Yeah. After Lucius goes, man, this guy
Me, isn't
is doesn't really have an escape. He's gonna
Are you
risk.
looking at balcony, bro?
Yeah.
It's my go.
Yes, it is your go. You're 16. He's 15.
Yeah.
It's your go.
I'm
Get
gonna
him.
Eldritch Blast him.
Okay. Eldritch Blast. That's disadvantage because you're next to him.
Oh, am I?
Yeah.
I'll just regular hit him then with Tiangong.
Okay. Just a straight up stab.
Yeah.
Been doing good with it so far.
It's a 9.
9. It's miss.
But one notch towards the have fun coin.
That's
No,
notch.
it's 2 because I failed the last one as well. Failed my last attack, so...
Damn, 2
Two.
notches.
One more
Two
failure
notches.
for the
You gotta
fun
keep checking.
coin.
So he.
After a great start,
Yeah, it was a hell of a start.
He's gonna risk.
go on, risk going past me. I dare you.
Double dare you, motherfucker.
I look like just a sweet little girl who doesn't know how to use her sword. Go on, walk past me.
I mean, he's gonna have to move away from you and Norfair.
I'm quite bleedy. Go
Are
on.
you quite bleedy?
29 out of 61. I'm like half bleedy.
Half bleedy. Ever been half bleedy before?
Not gonna surrender.
Oh, do surrender. Go
He's going to. So you and Norfair will get an attack opportunity.
on. Yes.
He is gonna basically try and like swing down and get into the like balcony below.
Oh, cool.
So, but you get an attack opportunity. So does Norfair.
Does he fall off Wilhelm scream?
No. What'd you get?
22.
22. So you and Norfair both hit him. Norfair sneak attacks him,
Oh,
and I
okay.
rolled a 20.
Oh, no.
So she does 6. She does 46 sneak attack damage. So that's 12, 24 max. Then I would roll it again. Let's just see.
4d6. What level is she?
Hi. She used to be a killer assassin. She does another 16, so that's 40 damage. Plus her
did
base
9.
6.
I did
You
not.
do another 9. The two of you, like, you stick him as he's like going to run. You like catch him in the leg, which causes him to stumble. No Fear grabs the back of his neck, plunges the short sword into like the side of his neck, and then rakes it forward.
Yes.
And then she just boots the body off of the balcony, basically.
Oh, we
That
can
is
search
not
that.
a silent killer.
She just looks over, she's like, don't worry, it will still be down there in a minute.
Fantastic. I get 10 hit points back. Yay!
But yeah, you got there first, because you effectively killed him, and then she just basically was like,
Fuck you.
I just wanted to see how much damage
Yeah,
she
yeah,
could do with that crit roll.
That's
think he's
awesome.
I think he's dead.
I love this nanny. Your
Um,
nanny's so cool.
she is cool.
She fed me milk at night.
And read some stories.
Sensing
be right
that
back.
the battle is turning,
Stab someone.
this one will also try and run.
Like some soup.
Ayla
Love
and
soup.
Smeek will both get attacks of opportunity.
Come on, boys.
Let's do Smeek first.
Please do.
Pack tactics.
Oh my god.
He hits! He hits! That boy!
He's learning.
1d10 plus 1 damage. 10 points of damage!
Oh my god. It's done more than you this fight, Quill.
Man.
And then Ayla will
Come
hit.
Oh,
on.
I'm so proud.
I like to think that hit was an accident while he was looking the other
Yeah,
way.
he just
Yeah.
like, whoop,
Ayla just does a normal hit for another 11 points.
Oh, what a good
But
boy.
he basically goes 5, 10, 15, 20,
Still running.
25, 30. Yeah, he's basically like half down the steps and then he'll dash for another 30. So he's now 5, 10, 15, 20. He's about 55 feet away at this point. After his go, we go to Nanny No Fear, but she is over with Nova. She's basically going to come in and start checking on Lucius. So we go to Sentry. Quill, actually, sorry.
Could I look out the door? I suppose I'll see the table, but is there
Peek
any actual structural damage from the explosion?
As in, like, the apartment's made from stone, so the fireball doesn't do enough to, like, rupture the floor or anything like that.
Right, so it's not
there's
like it's-
definitely a fire has broken out in that room.
Okay, but it's not like the building is now like
Gonna
ready to
fall.
collapse or something.
It's not going
like
to
that.
collapse, no, but, I mean, this apartment is, the fire is, I'm not bothered about it because it was mainly, like, the table and the desk and stuff, but it's all burning away and it's setting, like, her curtains and her rugs on fire and the room is burning slowly.
And through the window, I'm just using all my perception at this point, can I hear, like...
You look down and you can see that the one that Sentry knocked over, nursing a broken leg, is basically like dragging the dead body away, trying to go down the street, basically.
Okay. And I'm just going to use all my perception, that's all I can do. Can I hear, like, any guard or siren or...
You definitely hear whistles, yeah. The explosion would have drawn attention, but they obviously would have taken time to get here. Yeah. Okay.
That's my turn. I'm just going to use every possible action to
Every
see
sense.
and hear.
I want to smell.
I'm gonna,
Do you want to chase after the guy?
yeah, why
You
not?
could go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25,
Terminator.
30.
I can dash
And then
for
he's
another bit.
basically, you see him on the other side of the stairwell, and he's just got to the edge of the stairs as you round the corner. He's about 30 feet away from you, so you can either dash after him, or if you got a ranged, you could try and range him.
I don't think I've got anything ranged really, apart from unless I throw something, but I think I'm just gonna dash and catch up to him.
Okay.
Gives you an attack of opportunity.
I will tell you, you do have the flame lance, don't forget.
I do have the flame lance.
Oh my
I want
god.
a flame lance.
You stomp down the stairs and then just...
I don't normally like telling you what to do, but
I
you'd forgot.
genuinely
That's the
forgot.
thing is, I was like, I'm sure she would do this if she remembered.
I would,
Yeah.
yes.
I mean, fourth floor's
So I
on
believe
fire.
it's a dex save on my part.
that is, yep.
Set the bottom
Dex
floor on
13.
fire.
Sure.
I did pass, like, I rolled an natural 20, so it's half damage.
Half damage, I've got to do 3d10.
Yep.
Where's my other d10 gone? No,
D10?
I'll do, thank you. Is that right?
Yep.
Yes, cool. Oh, that's really bad. 2 1s and
So
an 8.
10,
So
so
10, so
5.
5.
What?
And then I take the damage.
So he
1d6.
like throws himself to the side. You scorch his shoulder as the flame just hits the side of the stone wall, like. But he's already kind of like lurching down the stairs with this burnt arm, basically, and he's like,
It's not
It's
a
a
concentration thing, is it, the flame lance?
no.
Okay, because for some
It's
reason...
like a one-off. It's like a scorching ray.
A single...
It's
Thank you.
like,
I didn't know if it was like a...
Warning shot.
Like, just keep it going for ages.
Well,
True.
I mean, at the end of the turn, Ayla will literally chase after
Oh,
him, and
yeah.
she's faster than both
Yeah.
you and him. So she can basically go 5, 10, 15, 20, 20, no, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. She can get 20 She can get 20 more feet around the corner, and then she's still got her magic hammer.
She slides under the flame lance.
He like slides like between his legs under him.
No, she
Lifts
holds
it up.
the Howling Tempest. She gets like, he's now like running down the stairs, and she's at the top, and she just pulls the hammer out, and then throws it like Thor, and it turns into a bolt of lightning as it begins sailing down. As an action, you can hurl the Howling Tempest as if it had the thrown property with a normal range of 20 foot. When you do so, it transforms into a maelstrom of lightning that forms a line 5 feet wide and extends out from you to your target. Each creature in the line, excluding you, must make a DC 13 Dex saving throw.
Oh, it goes like through
But
things.
it transforms back into a hammer when it reaches the target, makes a range. Yeah, it goes through things as a bolt of lightning and then turns back into a hammer and then hits the target.
a 5th edition weapon.
This is basically a javelin of lightning, but turned into her hammer. Basically,
That's sweet.
It's melded the javelin of lightning's power to her hammer.
Cool.
So she makes a ranged weapon attack with a thrown weapon, so +7.
Collective.
You can't reckless a thrown attack, can you?
Also, I have to declare it before I roll.
Yeah.
Rolled a natural 1.
She's got not multi-attack, so she gets the second Howling Tempest out.
She can't, because once she's used that ability, that's it for the day.
Yeah.
But it does return to her hand, and then she's just like, ah! She could just throw it normally, but then it runs the risk of something. She just yells. She's just like, ah!
Oh well.
But I think at this point, yeah, he's gonna
Shit himself.
on the next turn, because nobody else can really. Well, Smeek could try.
Can I?
Would he want to
Can I
try?
say?
Still initiative.
Smeek
Yeah.
has to go first, right?
Yeah, well, he's before you in the initiative. He's 21, you're 20. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. He gets to Sentry. He's still on the other side, technically.
I guess he's just seen Ayla throw the thing.
He'll throw the halberd. Yes. This is an improvised weapon, so he has disadvantage.
He has disadvantage anyway, it's a halberd.
No, he just has a very low modifier.
Oh, does he? Okay.
Go on, boy.
No. It's a 6 plus 1. It just thuds next to Ayla. He's like, so Lucius is next in the initiative.
I'm gonna hobble over to the stairwell.
Yep.
5, 10, 15, and shout down the stairwell. Stairwell.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
We should subdue him for information.
Okay. So you shout that down. Would you like to dash? That's just your move and
I might just walk back to Nanny North
okay.
for a hug.
Hug. Nova.
What would you say the range is on a cursed spectre?
A what?
Does it not say?
It doesn't say. It
It
just
doesn't say a
says
creature.
you can curse the soul of the person you slay.
It should say in a more detailed description, I think.
I'm looking at it, and it,
Oh, really?
it doesn't.
Pass over
It doesn't have a range on it.
Pass it over here. Let's have a look.
Let's have a look at Albert.
Hexblade Warlock, y'all. I'm like dark.
You're gonna bring back the soul of the person that is currently being dragged away.
That's kind of my thinking.
Oh, imagine dragging away, like,
Yeah, your best
dead, and
mate.
then
Curse the soul of a person you
stabs
slay,
you.
temporarily binding to service. When you slay a humanoid, you can cause its spirit to rise from its corpse as a spectre, the statistics for which are in the monster manual. When the spectre appears, I mean, it doesn't say a range, does it?
No.
I think it's when you kill them, though, isn't it?
Yeah, that's my only
Yes,
thing.
it does
is,
seem
like,
to be like a reactionary thing.
because it doesn't say like action, reaction, or whatever. So
No, but from now on, let's basically make it so as you can use your reaction that when you kill something, you can then be like, arise.
Okay,
And then use it
so
for
I'm past that then.
With Nova, it's not really an
No,
undead
we've
spectre.
decided-
We've decided it's like
yeah.
a hologram. It's like a
yeah.
illusory copy of it.
Yeah,
I like that.
so I can't do that.
Because like sweet little Nova with good old Tiangong is like deadly undead.
Rise, my undead!
Yeah.
What's like the visuals of like Hexblade Curse then?
I like to imagine, like, for me, I've always pictured it as like a holographic targeting thing. Like it's Tiangong feeding you information of
like
like
Terminator style.
or like Iron Man, like
Yeah.
like projecting like how you should swing the blade and stuff like that. It's like aiding you in
Spider-
combat.
And because it gives me little facts, I get +3 damage roll.
And then-
stuff.
And then you
When
feel
it
good
draws-
about it afterward, and that's
Well,
your healing.
I think that is like as the creature dies, Tiangong can siphon off some of its like life energy and it reinvigorates.
Oh, I see.
Nova.
Okay.
That's really cool.
So,
Right,
so I can't reach that guy then.
No.
So I'm just gonna go for some Eldritch Blastus. Is he within
against who? Sorry.
the guy? So in the
So you're going to move up to the edge of the balcony.
yeah,
Okay.
and
Guess he
then
would've moved
can I
a
look
bit,
down
wouldn't
and see broken leg man dragging away dead man?
You can.
How
I'm
many
just working something out myself.
Whether or not that guy shoots me in the face.
Yes.
Oh, Christ.
Yes. Carry on. What'd you do?
Are they within 120 feet?
Yeah.
So they're like 40 feet down
Oh,
and then 15 feet away.
Relocated in that time.
That's why I was figuring out how many rounds he would have had to move.
I would
And
like
he does
to...
have an ability to jump across like distances and stuff.
What a man. Slash.
What a man, what a man, what a really
Man.
bad man.
Mother of God!
Bad.
A 7 and a 4.
Enough.
Sounds like they
You
have
need
fun
to
coin.
work harder.
That is, however,
Roll better.
the no fun coin. So you may
Not the
cash
no
that
fun
in
coin.
No
for
My inspiration.
your inspiration coin.
Yeah.
So you get inspiration on your next
Can I
roll.
move back as well?
What's your passive perception?
Not bad, not good, bad. Perception, 9.
Yeah.
Can I
So you
move?
just want to move back?
Yeah, can I move back, please? I'm just aware that there's...
Yeah, sure. Yeah. Okay, so I think that being hounded and the fact that Ayla is faster than him, Ayla will catch up to this guy and just fucking knock him out.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not going to roll it because she's got 45 speed of movement, he doesn't, which means that even if he dashes, she can just outrun him and just tackle him
Keep
to the
doing it.
ground.
Just keep thudding him into the head until he falls over.
Yeah, basically. I mean, he's on 5 hit points, so all she has to do is get close enough for one whack, and then he's done.
Yeah, perfect.
So we're gonna. So with that, so as Ayla basically like cracks him on the back of the head, having heard Lucius's try and take him alive, she knocks him out, and then like looks back up. Smeek retrieves the halberd, and the three of them basically make their way back upstairs along with Sentry.
Can I just be like, this guy's getting away?
Yeah, you call that out, but I think at this point North is just like, we can't stop them all, Nova. But it sounds like we've got at least one of them.
Oh,
There might
boy.
be that shooter guy around as well.
Yes, I'd recommend we stay away from the windows as best we can. We should probably move into the kitchen area or my bedroom.
Yeah.
And with that, we're going to take a break.
Perfect. Oh, man.
See you in 5 minutes. What an exciting
Nightmare.
opening.
Yeah.
Look at that, because the fan out's at least 6 minutes.
There you go, at least 6 minute break.
So with that, also check out dndbeyond.com in the break and NordVPN.
NordVPN too.
Yes.
Use the code. Get all
you
that
very
good
much.
stuff. We'll be back after that. That took a turn.
That took a turn, and I can't wait to see the Pez Quill fan art in the next fan art video.
See you in a few minutes.
See you in a bit.
Bye.
Bye.
We're back for more High Rollers. Thanks for joining us. Hope you enjoyed the fan art video. A lot of folks were asking in chat. It will be put up on YouTube, so keep an eye on our High Rollers D&D YouTube channel. Thank you very much. Sid also informed us that people have been going crazy with subs over on the High Rollers D&D Twitch. Thank you very much.
Yes, thank you.
It is very much appreciated, especially the huge amount of gifted subs. We're going to try and read those at the end. Sid's going to put some names together for us, so we'll do thank yous for those at the end. Let's carry on playing.
Let's.
Before the break, you were ambushed inside Nanny Norfear's apartment by an explosive device containing a fireball, as well as several thugs that were teleported in, and a sniper on an opposing rooftop.
A shooter.
You have a shooter. A couple of them have appeared to have gotten away, but you have captured one of these figures.
Yes.
One of these thugs, these cutthroats. My question now is, what do you want to do? Norfear's apartment is slowly burning.
Cool.
The main living room is on fire. There is an intense fire building in that room. What is the plan?
Right.
We'll drop out of initiative for now,
Okey-dokey.
but lingering here for too long, that unless something is done about the fire, it will spread.
Okay.
I'm gonna go in there and cast Snowball Storm.
Okay. Yeah, sure. What level do you want to cast it at?
It only starts at level 4, I think. Second, actually.
Yeah. Because how much damage would it normally do? Just roll the damage for me. If you do whatever level you're going to cast it at.
3d6.
Sure. Just roll that. Let's see if that's enough. It might need multiple castings, or it might need to...
3. 15.
15. Yeah, I'd say that's probably enough to put out like a good building fire. Certainly, although you don't suck out the oxygen in the room, you lower the room's temperature enough that the fire is finding it hard to cling to stuff, and the magical ice kind of just completely covers the room. With your dichromancy, you can throw in a bit of extra ice there as well, kind of summoning the ice. Yeah, I'd say that you can definitely, with that, you manage to quell the flames.
And then I kind of stumble, because obviously I'm on 3 HP, and just put an arm on a burning, singeing table.
Well, like, Norfear will come up to you and basically, like, pull you back and say, like, no, Lucius, out, don't go in that room. Like,
I've improved, haven't I?
You have, but come on. And she, like, drags you back. Like, we still need to stay away from the windows. That, the whatever that weapon was, it's still out there. The one that took out your Aarakocra friend.
Oh, is Birdie okay?
Yeah, I mean, I peek from the room. I'm also staying away from that window in the room that I'm in, and sort of come through, and
you just see, and it's bloody. Like, you can see his beak, parts of it have been shattered. There is blood all over his tunic, blood all over the walls and the floor from the bullet, and Quill looks bad.
Ooh, can I just try and like tie just a bandage so like
I mean,
his...
it's painful, Quill. Like, as she's moving it, like, it's
just
actually
so it just like can hold it in place?
Yeah, but you can, like, I mean, what, do you have a bandage, or are you gonna...
Can I use my scarf, my mother's scarf? Yeah. And
Easily.
just like gently...
And like
try
by gently putting it, she's resting it in a position where at least you're not feeling this pressure as it's pulling down.
yeah.
So you can't eat or drink or speak, but it's kind of got your beak in hold in
I'll
place.
just be like, it's okay, Quill, it's okay. At least we're not in the middle of nowhere. We're surrounded by temples. We can get this scene to as soon as possible.
I like move my hand around, like trying to find some gestures, and then thumbs up.
Just yeah.
Big feathery thumb.
Just a thumbs up.
Cool. I'm gonna. Can I lay on hands on Lucius and just give him my last 10 hit points?
Sure. Yeah.
Thank you, Sentry.
That's okay.
Ayla just kind of looks mad and stomps around a bit, like looking pissed off. Like,
We really need to get Quill to a healer. We really
Yes.
who Mrs. Norfair, Miss Norfair, who would be best?
I mean, the Cathedral of Siaska has a powerful priestess there. The Aerois, I think her name is. She's the
Oh, we
High
just came
Priest of
from
Siaska.
there. Is that the nearest?
More importantly, I mean, we need to think about how we. And you can hear in the background like this kind of like boo, like whistles kind of being blown and stuff like that. She's like, you'll need to answer. The Watch will want to ask his questions of what happened. Obviously, we've got one of them, and at best we can hope that there were some witnesses to the explosion and the gunshot.
Well, that chap still appears to be crawling away down there.
Don't know. By the time you look back out, those into an alley, and then they've vanished from sight.
Do
Basically.
you need to be hidden?
No.
The watch.
No. Why would I need to be hidden?
I didn't know you. I didn't know if you're the new nanny or old nanny.
I mean, I'm still the same person I've always been, Lucius. It's just now you know a bit more about my background, but we've just been defending ourselves. Right? There's no need to
A man
worry
was
about
thrown
that.
off the balcony with a torn throat.
Oh, yes, defending ourselves.
You're very strong now. Very scary.
I mean, it's not about strength, it's more about expertise. I've lived a long life, Lucius, a difficult life. You learn how to... When you're not very strong, you learn to strike where you need to strike.
You lifted
Anyway.
the table.
You could have lifted that table. Any of us could have.
Who won?
Perhaps not the Ganassi, she seems a little...
I'll give it a go.
I look around, and from my cartographer's set, I pull out a piece of paper, look around a little bit more. I've got an ink pot. It says it's got a quill on there. I'll pretend I don't. I pluck a feather.
I mean, you could just ask to borrow one.
Yeah, and I
Nerd over here.
just write on the paper Prince with a question mark.
Sorry, say that again.
Prince with a question mark.
Prince.
Yeah.
Prince.
The Sky Prince could help.
Yes, potentially, yes.
At least give us premium access to maybe his healers.
Yes, the royal family will have healers and things.
Did you recognize them? Are they the
I
Wind
suspect-
Barons?
I suspect they are, yes. I mean, I've not encountered them, but the fact that they came to my property, they were clearly after myself or Lucius or both of us. I suspect that they are the Wind Barons trying to kill off loose ends.
I think we need
Certainly what I would have done.
Were they wearing blue and
No, they're wearing all black.
all black?
Cool.
Elite unit. Well, or just trying to disguise their identity in some form.
Well,
Ayla's got the unconscious one. She's dragging him around by the scruff of her throat. Smeek is probably like straddling him, like just punching him on the chest.
I guess we should find out what we can from this one.
Sounds like a
Well,
plan.
if you want to, I would ask him very quickly before the guards arrive, because once they take him into custody, I doubt we'll get another chance. I can try and stall them for a little bit of time, if you have ways of questioning him. Just remember, threats of pain with people like this, people think that torture is a tool. It's not very effective.
Torture? Was anyone thinking of torture? I wasn't.
Ayla's like, well, yeah.
Oh, can I handle this, please, if you don't mind?
Of course. I'm going to go and try and stall the guards as best as I can, give you enough time to answer some questions, but you won't have long. A couple of minutes at best.
Thank you.
You there. Scoundrel.
Smeek slaps him hard.
Could you put Smeek in check, please? We don't need that.
She like pulls him back. Hey! Ayla just drags him back. He's like, and then he points at Quill and then points at the man.
You can still speak, yes?
And he looks around. Ayla's got him by the neck, but is anybody like holding his body? Because otherwise he's got his arms and...
I can hold him back.
Okay, so you've got like, you're gripping onto him.
Yeah.
Okay. He's like,
Now, thanks to your friend on the outside, the shooter man, he shot a very loud weapon, and there is now guards coming here for you. You have moments. If you tell us who you're working for, maybe we could let you have a head start.
He just chuckles a little.
It's not funny, it's really quite serious. I mean, the authorities are going to take you away.
Oh, it's very serious. Yes.
I mean, maybe torture is the solution, I don't know.
You can do what you think you can. And he kind of like looks at you like... When you say the word torture, he just laughs. Like, he just kind of smirks.
So you don't mind being locked away for a very long time?
You think that I'll stay locked up for a long time? You've got a lot of faith in this city. You shouldn't. And he just grins.
It's been a bastion of peace and hope for a very long time.
Some could say it's become weak. Ripe for the plundering. Not everybody's a little goody elf like you.
How much
Some of us have got bigger ambitions.
How much do the wind barrows pay you?
A lot, but it's more than just gold.
So you do work for the wind barrows? Good.
He just shrugs.
And who are they paid by?
The careless merchants that go about their business without protecting themselves. That's who pays us.
Great. Well, I hope you have a lovely conversation with your authorities. We must be going, but feel free to hang out with the smouldering embers of my dear nanny's apartment that you so kindly torched. I won't forget it. Thank you.
What was your mission? What was your mission?
Quill writes something.
I'm writing something.
Right.
Can I turn it to him and just say, why us?
He just... You catch... His eyes glance towards Lucius. He's just like... Bunch of rich folks in the city. What's not to go after? What'd you ask, Nova?
So what was your objective?
He just... I mean, he's under no... He doesn't think he needs to answer your question. He just sits there.
You were going for Lucius, weren't you? One of your guys said, look for him.
Who's that, Nova?
He just
I don't know.
He just shrugs. He's just like... You get the sense, I will tell you this with like all of your insights. Right now, this man doesn't think he has anything to fear. Or certainly he is not incentivized to give information. He thinks he's safe somehow. Even the threats of guards and things like that didn't seem to trouble him.
Hey, Ayla,
Yeah?
do you want to threaten him a bit?
I can.
I think he's a bit too comfortable.
Yeah? I thought we weren't going to do that.
I just want to find out if he was coming for Lucius.
I think we know.
Whoever Lucius
I
is.
heard-
I think that's kind of given. Like, they were calling for him.
Yes,
They only attacked here once we arrived.
And they also said look for him, you know. Plus, we don't really have time. We need to get going.
True.
And Ayla just looks at you. What do you want me to do? Do you want me to threaten him? I can threaten him.
No,
I'll break his hands. Break his legs. Just for fun.
I mean, it doesn't make us any better than them.
Well...
Let's just get going, shall we?
We need to get Quill to a healer.
Yes, let's
All right.
focus on the important things here.
Should we go and hand him off to the guards, I guess?
Sure.
Can I? Did you say he was wearing a bandana?
Yeah.
Can I take his bandana?
Yeah? Yeah, you just pull it off. He's like, you can like... Yeah.
Push him on the ground.
You kind of
Trash.
like push him in front of you and stuff.
Yeah.
Breaks his
Yeah,
neck on a wall.
I mean, it doesn't take long. A few minutes pass, and then Norfir starts coming up the spiral staircase, and you can see other residents are now like poking their heads out. There's like working elven families who are like, "What's going on? Is there a fire? There was a fire. There's smoke." And the authorities, the badgers, are kind of like in their black and white uniforms. Different. You see a mix of elves, half elves, and humans. But mainly those three. And they're like, it's nothing to worry about, the fire's already been quenched, it's just the smoke, we're checking it now. Please don't worry, we have staves on hand just in case anything happens. Please don't worry, everything's under control here. And then they kind of usher them inside. And you see, there is, one of them does not appear to be a normal city watch officer.
Nice you.
One of them is very clearly a royal guard. Not just a royal guard, Lucius, you would recognize her as the captain of the royal guard.
Oh.
Her name is Valera Demethal.
I've seen her before.
You would have seen her in things like processions. You would have remembered. You would have been young, but the Sky Prince's Sky Prince Aradan's father installed her as the captain of the guard, even though she's not from a noble family. She's from a working class family, but she excelled, and kind of against tradition, he installed her into the captain position.
I'll try and stand up a little straighter, despite my injuries.
She's middle-aged. She wears the full-plate Royal Guard armor with the blue tabard of Gusthaven. You can see that she is. She's not carrying a weapon, but there is a younger kind of elven man behind her in a squire's kind of outfit. It's not full-plate armor. It's like a breastplate with like a gambeson, and he is carrying. He has a sheath sword and shield, but he's carrying a large spear with a banner on it, and he's just carrying that for her. And she marches straight towards you guys gathered. Turns to the others, turns to the City Watch officers, is like, can we make sure that they remain in their houses, please? I need to speak with the witnesses.
This is the captain of the Royal Guard, so...
Oh.
Yes.
Travelers, may I speak to you privately somewhere?
Absolutely.
We really need to get some medical help.
You will, but first I need to speak with you.
He's bleeding
He
a
can't
lot.
speak.
He can't speak. Look at him.
She looks over, he's like, he doesn't appear to be dying, so he can wait. Unless you wish to go against my orders, or
Can you
the
go
City Watch.
first?
All right, I can wait.
Some of you have some practical sense. Inside, please.
Okay.
She kind of ushers you back into David's apartment. Smeek is just kind of like sticking to Ayla and seems to understand that this is kind of a tense situation and shuts up for a change.
He's learning.
He'll learn. He's not. He's stupid, but he can still pick up on certain things. Also, you can see that he looks terrified of the people in armor. Like anybody in this woman looks very imposing, and he's just like, don't want to mess with her. She steps you in, and you can see the squire follows behind her, along with a robed elven woman. She gestures initially to the living room, sees that it's a smouldering, frozen state, and then gestures to the kitchen. Norfir, was it? Do you have a table or something we can set up? And she's like, yes, I suppose I can. I've got a small table here. And she's like, good. She doesn't sit down, but she looks around and she gestures to Quill. You should sit. Make sure you get some rest. Obviously, you're not in a state to talk, but there is still a way that we can ask you some questions. The rest of you, I've already spoken with the Sky Prince, so I'm aware of who you are, Lord Elanasto.
Oh.
Oh, that didn't work.
I mean, I applaud your attempts at disguising yourself, and against most, it would likely work. However, I have seen you before. I know you, I know your family, I know your situation.
I cut so much of my hair off. I really thought it would do something.
It will for others, but I think as captain of the watch, ever since your return from the dead, I have taken an interest in your case, as it were.
It's an honor, Captain.
Thank you. There is something that must be made very clear. This sort of thing does not normally happen in Gusthaven. This is why I am here personally. What happened? Someone take me through it step by step.
The Wind Barons are trying to kill Lucius.
That is jumping forward quite a few steps, but noted. Let's start at the beginning. You came here, why?
It's the only person I knew that I
This Norfir?
Yes.
She's related to you somehow?
My nanny.
Ah.
And she...
Interesting.
I knew that she was in her usual one of her many places, and she was here, and I came to her for aid and guidance.
See? And then, how did the explosion take place?
Some sort of metal sphere came out of thin air, and then exploded from a tiny speck of orange light, and then set everything on fire.
Quill, there is definitely a hint of recognition. As Lucius is telling the story, it's like, there's that, just ever so slightly her face changes, or there's a glint in her eye of she's either heard of these devices or knows of their use.
I guess I don't recognise the Ethereum on the bomb.
You wouldn't know.
Okay.
The only person who has any experience with Ethereum here is Lucius.
Okay.
That's right.
Then I don't write it down.
See, the sphere. How did it arrive? Did you mention it teleported?
It seemed to have just existed.
Just
all of a
came
sudden.
into existence.
Yes, it kind of bent. It's all of sucked in, and all the stuffies came out of it.
So the explosion takes place. A fiery explosion. Would you
Yes.
say it's similar to a spell effect?
Poor Nanny Northia's, all her furnishings are all gone. The curtains went up, the carpet's gone, the
technically-
table, the side table.
Technically, she does not own the property; it belongs to the city. But yes,
If I rolled for Arcana, could I?
yeah, sure. Yeah, you can make an
Recognize.
Arcana check. Yeah.
Sorry,
Sorry, everyone, Kim's a bit sick.
26.
Yeah, you've seen this spell before. You saw it in Bright Flame Abbey. This is a fireball. It was a fireball spell. It wasn't like it wasn't a chemical explosion. This was a spell contained in the sphere, and then when the sphere opened, it activated the spell, which is rare. You've not seen anything like that before, very rarely.
Okay. Oh, it was definitely a fireball spell. The sphere opened, and there was a bead, and it was red, and then boom.
So no
fireball.
chemicals.
No.
No. It was a spell.
It was a little sphere though.
The smoke in here is really. Sorry.
Nanny Northia, she brought up a table immediately and deflected the.
Lord Elanesto, I don't need to hear the heroics of your nanny. Jessia, and you see the robed elf woman stands forward. She's like, "Did you conduct an investigation in the?" And you said where were you standing when this explosion took place? In the living room.
Yes, where most of the damage is.
She looks at the Guardian, sort of like finally clocking on that you're there. Like, Guardian. She bows her head. The robed woman steps in, and you see her beginning to conjure a spell. Beginning to cast some sort of spell. You guys have seen it before. Quill's used it to detect magic. Her eyes kind of flash into a color. She begins looking around the room, scanning it around. So the explosion took place, and then there was witnesses have reported a loud, thunderous boom. What was that?
That's probably what damaged poor Birdie. There was a
Point to my jaw.
a shooter man on a rooftop just outside the window, and then hit him right in the jaw.
Yes,
right there.
he's
Don't know
probably
if
still around. We didn't have a chance to encounter him in combat.
Really? She mentioned, Squire, go inform the local watch. Have them on the lookout for somebody who was on... Did you see what weapon he was carrying? Or you said it was some sort of firearm?
Yes, probably a very powerful one to do that sort of damage.
From this range.
And also there was a man that fell off the balcony. Unfortunately, one broke their leg, the other one is perished, and is dragging that one away.
Right, Squire, go and inform the local guard. Make sure we're searching for these individuals immediately. Yes, Captain.
Sorry. I also have this bandana. I don't know if it'll be any helpful to you in your investigation, but maybe it's something to look out for.
This was taken after the one you've claimed captive?
Yes.
Black, but we'll see. We can always investigate it. If nothing else, it may help with the... Well, we may be able to scry or use it in some magical sense to locate more of them. So the explosion happened. How did these men come in through the stairs? How did these attackers arrive?
I believe I saw them in the stairwell, they just appeared like the sphere did. Like time, they teleported or something.
Well then, Ernesto, I need you to be extremely clear with me. Did you believe that these men teleported in themselves, or do you feel that they were sent here by something?
Can I do a sort of
Sure,
arcana?
you can make an Arcana check.
Given how we would have seen Piri teleport in using a device, and how
Similar. Very similar.
Okay.
I would say that... Yeah, we'll see what he gets.
19 plus.
Yeah. So, you know magic, Lucius. Magic is part of your soul, almost. Like, you understand magic inherently. These men had no magical ability. They didn't use it in combat. They didn't seem to have any ability to, control it. They almost fell out of a hole in space. You don't think that they brought themselves here. You think that they might have been sent here from somewhere.
I'm almost certain that they were sent. They didn't seem to have any sort of magical abilities themselves. They came at us with melee weapons.
Very interesting. Very interesting.
Can we fix poor Birdie now?
She looks around. Yes, I'll leave you go. However, I will not lie. You will be closely monitored. We do have several witnesses who report things that happened, and considering that you were all seemingly injured in the explosion, I have no reason to believe that you were the ones who caused it, nor do I believe that you were picking fights with people inside an apartment that they had no right to be in. I'm not a fool. I believe that you were victims in this case. But whoever these people were, they were willing to cause significant damage to Gusthaven in order to get to you, Lord Elanaste. Or perhaps your nanny here. Either case, you are under close observation by the City Watch. If you attempt to leave Gusthaven, I would expect you to tell us. You need to come and inform us if you intend to leave the city. I have concerns. I would advise you to be very cautious, Lord Elanasto. Gusthaven is not the bastion of safety that many think it might be. Things have been changing over the last several months.
That's what our captive said, that it's ripe for the picking, I believe.
Yes. Yes. These wind barons have been causing a lot of trouble, not just in the city, but also attacking airships and travelers, messengers along the way. They've become very bold of late, and then you get the sense she's about to say something, and then she stops herself. I would advise you just to be very cautious. Whoever these people are, they clearly want to either capture you or kill you. And from what I've seen, they have the resources to continue their efforts.
Have you seen this kind of tactic before? This sort of teleporting in and using bomb spells?
She took the blast quite badly, sorry.
She looks over.
It's smoky in here.
I'm afraid I can't really discuss ongoing investigations with you. You are still just a tourist.
Well, we're going to be dead soon at this rate.
Don't say that, Nova. Not in front of Birdie.
I just feel like some information could help us with our survivability rate, you know.
Yeah, we'll keep a close eye on you.
She's the royal guard.
But also, Captain, actually. But also,
Oh, God.
I do not believe they have frequent access to this sort of thing. I'll tell you that.
Is the captive still about?
Yeah, he's being kind of manhandled by two city watchmen, two badgers.
Okay, so I have a question about the Eye of the Storm.
Yeah.
Does it have to be verbal?
No.
Cool. Can I see
remembered.
You can see him.
it? Okay. Can I ask with the eye while looking at him?
Yeah, this is a discussion. You don't feel like you have to get like a perfect question. We can talk about it.
What you do?
I'm using the Eye of the Storm.
You guys, you watch as Quill just kind of goes quiet and sits down.
Quieter.
Yeah, he just kind of like, but he just drifts into the background, and you almost forget about him slightly. As Quill, you begin feeling this build-up of energy.
So I know that if the question can't be answered, it doesn't
expend a charge. Yes.
So I will very specifically look at him and ask, who sent you to kill us?
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah!
So.
Okay.
So. You close your eyes and you see before you just fog and cloud and storm, and lightning, and you picture the question in your mind, and the captive, this kind of half-elven, thug-like fellow, beaten up, bloody. And you see his image and you ask the question, who sent this man to kill us? And a blast of lightning, and then suddenly...
Oh, I do actually see something. Okay.
And you begin to feel the world shift, and you know you are no longer looking at the now, but at the past. Only a minute. You see inside a beautiful, stately room. Polished white glistening walls, beautiful bookcases and desks all around, magical paraphernalia, spellbooks, potions, pendulums, talismans, that sort of thing. And you see the 4 men that you fought, plus the one with the rifle.
Oh, I can actually see him now.
They're stood in a circle on what appears to be a sketched out rune. And just standing behind them, you see completely like masked and cloaked. But you see, you have perception, clearly male by their frame and their bulk. And they're kind of hunched over. And they have a long metal staff in their hands. And you see this like hand reach out, and you just basically hear a kind of muffled, magically altered voice. Whoever this is, you can tell that they have taken deep care to hide their identity from the people they're sending. So whoever it was didn't want the people they were sending to know who it was that was sending them.
Okay.
And you see him just in this kind of muffled voice like, "Find the Elanastro boy. He must not live." And
Right.
he raises a hand and you watch as... And then they are warped like a teleport spell. They're sent. Mm-hmm. And then and you're in the present again.
Oh, that was cool.
Fucking hell, it's Scorb.
It's a cow.
And you kind of come back in as you hear the captain like, "I will not keep you longer. I know that your friend requires aid. I would recommend you take him to the Cathedral of Siaska."
Do we need to have our weapons resealed? We kind of broke the seal, sorry.
Oh yeah, the alarm.
Technically you should. However, and she summons her, the mage that was with her, and the mage turns around and just says like, "I can confirm, Captain, there was some sort of evocation spell here. Presence is lingering, as you would expect from a fireball that's dissipated." And she nods and she says, "We'll continue investigating the scene in a moment. I need you to place a writ of authority on them."
Woo!
And she's like, "All right, Captain, to say what? That I'm permitting them to carry their arms in the use of their own self-defense only. You are
Nice.
not deputized. You may not pursue criminals. If you see any of the people that attacked you, you are to inform the City Watch. But if you are attacked, you may defend yourselves with these weapons. Am I understood?"
Crystal clear.
Yes, ma'am.
Very
Nod.
good. Place them all on all of them. I'm assuming that this goblin creature is with you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
On the goblin as well. And with that, and you see that basically it takes a few moments for this elven mage, Jessir, to come around, and she basically takes your hand. And where you had the mark of admittance, the passport stamp, another symbol is added to it. And the symbols are all marked in unusual ways. It's almost like a collection of runes that don't mean anything. It's not like a language, but it symbolizes something that you're allowed to do. And each one is upgraded, and including yours as well, Lucius. Like, you're basically given the same writ of permission.
Passport stamps.
Yeah, and Norfear gets it as well.
Do they cover up the scrote? We had some scrotes carved onto our hands last time.
Yep.
Do you remember this?
Our immigration scrotes.
Just wondering how much I should give you that jaw back.
I'm just saying.
And then you are given permission to leave.
Praise the Asker, we have the Royal Guard watching over us. I feel a lot safer.
They seem a bit out of their depth.
The Royal Guard? Don't...
I'm assuming you're saying that as you're leaving.
Like quietly,
Not in
like
front
yeah.
of
No.
this
I would never, like Nova would never do
I
it in front of Dory, but
I
like
figured.
just do it quietly afterwards.
One more question about the Eye of the Storm. When I am viewing that, am I able to...
It happens in an instant.
It happens in an instant.
So you can't write... You can write down afterwards.
Yeah.
But I think the way we're going to do it is like, I will tell you what you see, and then it's up to Tom to write down what he remembers.
Okay. Do you want to know how much I wrote?
Sure.
Nothing.
Maybe that's something you should
I
start
remembered
learning.
lots, but I can't do that anymore because y'all gotta stop relying on me.
Yeah, sure.
Also, like, Nova has no
exactly.
idea.
You didn't see that.
So,
I was just
whatever
I like
you remember,
distracting her with
I would
dumb
recommend you write that down.
Yeah. I'm going to do that now.
Because it's literally like you see it in an instant, and then you're like back in the moment.
Okay.
Oh, they're so bad at this.
I know.
Okay, so what's the plan?
Fix
this
the
boy.
beak boy.
Yeah. You can make your way downstairs. A crowd has begun gathering. Like it is late at night, by the way. You're probably all quite tired. You've been traveling for most of the day. It's late at night, but there is a crowd gathered. They're looking up at the building and kind of chattering and murmuring to themselves.
Okay, I'm going to be deceptive now. Oh, I can't believe we were so close to that explosion. Just the floor above us.
I mean, why even speak? Just shut your face and walk.
Because we look guilty, or part of it. I heard they're after the Magroners. Let's go.
Unbelievable.
Interesting. You make your way outside. The streets are quiet. There are still people traveling, even though it's late at night. It's kind of like any big city where people will always be going and to and fro.
Late night sushi.
You know, late night food, people going about their business. But Gusthaven is a bit more quieter than a big kind of lowland city. You can either walk your way back to the trade district, which will take some time, or you can get another Pegasi carriage. If
Yeah,
you
can we
wanted to.
Pegasi this boy to the cathedral?
Yeah. How much did I charge you last time? It was something like 20 gold or something?
20?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was like 20
I think
gold.
our discount code, like first time use on the.
So you guys are in the breeze.
Use the code high rollers on checkout.
One,
Peg
two.
1.
Yeah, well, you travel through 2 districts, so we'll say 20 gold.
Is there no like ambulance Pegasus?
No,
So how do they escort like injured?
they normally just escort them themselves. Like, if it was like the Royal Guard, yeah, you'd get like evacuated. Otherwise, citizens are kind of left to do their own thing.
Okay.
They don't like us.
Fine.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
But also, your injuries, like, that's why she asked, are you dying? Like, you would suspect...
I did say I can
You suspect
wait.
that the squire or the mage or, like, one of the city watch there would have, like, could have done spare the dying or bandage your wounds or something like that. Yours is clearly an injury that needs more specialised healing.
Yeah. Oh, I guess is an ambulance in like a D&D universe? Is that a weird thing?
It's not a weird thing. I think that there would be, like, carts and stuff to carry the injured around.
Yeah.
But
But I feel like
I think the fact that you can walk,
Yeah.
so it's kind of like...
Well, I just mean, I guess the point of an ambulance is to rush someone to a healer quickly. But
Yeah.
in like a D&D universe, like
The
healers
healers
can
can come
just
to you and
around
just
the
be like-
universe so
yeah.
quickly.
Would
But-
you ever just like
Around the
have
world, I mean.
hospitals? Like, so not having to go to a... Like, do you ever get like...
I think there's no... There are healers who aren't holy,
Yeah.
but they tend to be more medical, like alchemy and stuff like that. Yeah, it tends to be more stuff like that. Because,
Chirurgeon.
like, a Chirurgeon, because that would still require natural healing. Like, they
Yeah.
could, you know... And the thing is don't forget, you guys are rich adventurers. Most people can't just go to a temple and be like, hey, here's 300 gold for my broken leg.
Yeah.
They're just like, I'm just going to wait a month. You know, they just get it
Yeah.
bound, they get it splintered, and then they're like, I'll wait for a month or a couple of months. Whereas you guys have the power to be like, yo, temple, here's a bunch of gold, you're my friend.
Or just like bam, 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 bam.
Make this job. And the temple's like, well, yeah, sure, like, this helps us, like, this funds what we do. It's the power of the gods.
Well,
Capitalism.
Make it rain, heal the pain.
Yeah, just be lucky that I'm not going big pharma on your ass. It's where the
Okay.
clerics are like, oh yeah, oh yo,
You need extra, like,
you need like a regeneration. That's
Yeah,
1,000 gold.
Just wait until Quill levels up.
do you want a new limb? And then you just stick some wood on you or something
Yeah.
like that. Like,
But yeah,
Something.
we won't play it out. I don't. The thing in like big cities like this, we don't have to play out like every trip or every like
Yeah.
day. You guys can just say
don't
like
need
for the
that
next
much.
day, we want to do this.
I
And I'll
need
be
it
like,
minute
yeah.
by minute.
can we just heal Bro Boy? And
Yes, you
sleep
can just
somewhere?
go.
Yeah.
You go back to the temple.
Oh my god, she just
Elris-
brought me back.
Elris is not. Elris is asleep, but one of the other priests can cast.
Thank God,
heal
she's
mind.
gonna be pissed.
They probably have a late night priest because it's Siaska who is the Star Mother as well.
Yeah.
They actually have like late night priests
Yeah.
who take sermons and they'll do things late at night because this is actually when the clerics of Siaska are the most powerful.
Nice.
Is at night.
Another question, sorry.
Yes, that's what we're here for.
Heal minor injury is like a cleric spell, isn't it?
Yes,
When am I meant to have that?
you can prepare it.
Oh, it is in my spell list.
Yeah, you can prepare it. Yeah, you need to prepare it to cast it though.
Right, okay. I didn't think it
But
was
guess
in
what?
my list yet.
It's got verbal components.
Yeah, you.
Well, yeah,
your
fine,
feet's
but like,
hanging on.
Yes.
I'm gonna-
I haven't made it as a spell in D&D Beyond yet.
Okay, okay.
But I would like to.
Yeah.
But yes,
Could
you
never
will have access to it.
Learn
Yeah, it's a ritual. Yeah.
Oh,
Yep.
person?
Yep. You can learn it.
Could I learn it from this person who's
Yeah. Do you remember the rules on how much you have to pay to learn it?
I think it's like 50 gold per hour.
And it's an hour per level.
Per
isn't
level,
it?
yeah.
Yeah. Look it
I'll
up.
look up the
But yeah, there's no reason you can't ask them for like, hey, can you put this on a scroll for me that I can learn?
I can learn it over.
I think what they would do is you would probably have to buy a scroll from them, and then you would copy that scroll into your book. So it's a bit more. You can't just pay them and say, "Hey, can you teach me this spell?" Because they're like, "No, you need to be you can learn it from the Holy Scriptures." But also, our power comes from Sieska. I cannot simply teach it to you. But what they can do is they could transcribe it onto a scroll, which would cost. For a 3rd level spell, I mean, off the top of my head, we're just going to say 300 gold.
300.
And then you'd pay your amount to transfer it to your Book of Shadows.
Okay, so it's for each level of the spell, the transcription process takes 2 hours and 50 gold for the rare inks to inscribe it.
Okay, so all of that stuff, you're in Gusthaven, you can acquire rare inks and stuff like no problem.
Okay.
So it's 300 golds for the scroll, and then 150 for the inks to transcribe it into the Tiangong's crystal database.
Would people be okay with me? So what is the spell? Like, is it?
It's called Heal Minor Injury.
Yeah. Would people be okay with me learning it? Bear in mind, Quill can learn it.
Yeah.
Well, once I get it, I'm going to prepare it like
Yeah.
instantly.
Yeah, the more healing
I'm
you
going
can
to
do,
need
the
that as
better.
soon as possible.
But the thing
Thanks.
is it's again, you can go for a long rest, and then in the morning you can't cast it, but because you've got a broken jaw.
Well,
you
I
can
can't
cast it.
now, yeah.
But in the future,
I feel like that's a
don't
rare
forget, you don't necessarily need to have it prepared all the time. You could get an injury like a broken arm, and then be like, if we rest, then the next day I can heal my thing.
Sure.
It does have a gold component cost, so you'll need to buy components and
So
stuff.
Okay.
there's probably no point in me learning it then.
I mean, I just came back.
The other
Went
thing
down
you could do,
instantly,
the other thing
lost
you could
a
do
jaw.
is wait for Quill to prepare it.
Yeah,
Quill
and
can
then
inscribe
get
it to a
used to it.
scroll, and then you can put it in
Then
the
it'll be
thing.
cheaper,
It'll be
wouldn't it?
cheaper.
Sure.
Yeah,
I just need it added then.
So it's so you go to the temple, 300 gold to heal Quill.
To heal Quill, okay.
I'm going to talk about money after this. Once Birdie can speak, I'd like to all have a
Well,
sit down.
it's done. He's healed.
Oh, wow.
They take him into a little side
That was so
room.
quick.
There's a little chapel. They perform the ritual. He comes back, takes the scarf off. He can speak again.
That was ridiculous.
Oh, it's
How
so
are you
bloody.
Well, it hurts still. I feel like I lost a few chips and things there, but it brings us back. What?
Sekvara Quill!
Yes.
What's he saying?
Sekvara! He's saying like, is the quill fixed?
He wants to know if you're fixed.
Yes. I think so. Well, it hurts still, but it aches. It's aching rather than gone. So that's a win.
It's a big improvement.
It was one of those. I think it fits.
Thank you, Smeek.
Any loud bangs, I don't like. Lightning, whatever that was, thunderstone thing.
You're not having a great time of it, are you?
No, I just got back.
We got you some shiny new armor as well.
Yeah, but
You
maybe
need
I
like a-
did need that armored beak.
You need a
a
collar.
helmet.
Yes, or a helmet.
I did say armored beak last when we went, but that's fine.
I think we should have a chat about money.
Perfect. Money, not the topic I was thinking of.
Yeah. I think there's a lot of other things to talk about.
Well, money allows us to do things.
It does.
Perfect.
And
Well, how much do we have, Nova?
Oh, why did you have to ask me that? Probably about 1,000. A little bit more, maybe 1,500. I don't know. I'll work it out. Just
I
carry
mean,
on.
1,500. Are you worried?
no,
I would be.
I've got considerably more waiting for me because of a
Well, because of the assets, they said they're going to repay you, right?
that, and I also received a letter, a will.
From a will.
Yes.
Right.
And in that, I have a decent amount of gold that we could utilize to allow us to reach our goals. So while you were all shopping, I found some information. Here it is. My proposal is an airship.
A what?
What?
An airship?
What?
Sorry, you mean one of those things that we almost died on?
Yes, but what better way to tackle our issues than to face them head on?
You have the funds for an airship.
What?
I have about 30,000 gold pieces.
What?
waiting for me, and I feel like it could be
You've
utilized.
got, just to check, is that you saying that or have you made this? Because you've got 20 from Daddy. Okay, yeah. But then you know you've got another 23 still to come from the compensation. You have about 43,000 in total.
I have about 30,000 gold pieces.
That's fine. It's just more for Chris Trott's information. I wanted to check that you knew how much you had.
Okay.
As in, you have an airship, or you have enough money to buy an
I have
airship?
enough money to buy a base airship, which would allow us to go wherever we want to go. Valley of Storms.
That includes a crew.
Includes. Okay, hold on. Let me get the information. It's all very.
I had a lot of fun putting this together. Just to note, a lot of this came from the new Acquisitions Incorporated sourcebook. So thank you, Jerry and Alyssa, because this
Where
formed the
can you
basis.
find that?
That's new Wizards official D&D on D&D Beyond.
It's on D&D Beyond.
But yes,
Some time.
This will include a first mate. I assume they're friendly. 10 crew members, 4 untrained hirelings, so I guess for menial tasks, and a skilled hireling as well.
And who will captain it? We're just going to be passengers on it, surely.
Well, we'll have a first mate. I assume will be qualified.
yes. So this information, by the way, this came from I think like Norfair maybe had like an advert or something like this is where you've got it.
Flyer.
There is a shipbuilder in the docks called Sprocket and Lily's Shipwright Company. Sprocket and Lily. You would know it. It's a family of gnomes who only build airships for specific purposes or eccentric buyers. They don't make like cargo airships. They're like, no, we make airships for battle. And like they're just they're known for
Exhibit style.
yeah. They're very
On a subwoofer in the bottom.
yeah. They hand pick their clients but people they think are going to do good things with their ships.
So this will be a very unique airship to us, so we could tailor it.
And just to point for Lucius, you would technically be the captain because you own the ship. It's your ship.
So I would be captain, and I think I should get an appropriate hat for that. But that we can talk about the hat later on. I know it's not important, but maybe it should match the airship bow coloration.
But
Maybe it should have a feather in it or something like that.
right, okay.
Maybe 2 feathers.
But also-
Is 2 feathers too much?
Lucius,
It might be too much.
what do you want to do with the airship?
What do we want to do with the airship? I think is the
Is your
question.
plan to leave Gusthaven?
Isn't our plan to leave Gusthaven and save the Aerois?
Eventually.
Lucius, do you not want to spend your money rebuilding your estate?
Yes, well, once we've, achieved our goals, we can come back to that, right? The state's not going anywhere.
Lucius, what about what you were saying about your father?
What about him?
You thought he was still alive.
Yes. Yes. Well,
Do we not still want to look into that?
I looked at Nanny Norfair and I saw truth there, I saw reality and I was in denial.
But we just saw people teleport out of nowhere.
Yes.
I'm just saying, if that technology exists on Gusthaven, maybe your dad... I don't know, maybe what I'm saying is cruel and I shouldn't really be giving you hope, but I feel like we should look into it more. Clearly something weird is going on here. The houses are fighting, there's weird plots going on all over the place, the wind barons are doing something strange.
Yes.
Do you want to leave all this behind you?
I want to do something about it. People are in danger, and we are people to help the problem. But all of this is trivial if there is no Aerois.
You're right.
I think we need to look at the greater picture.
Halbert!
Smeek agrees, I think.
I think so. I think he does.
We should...
I saw Mark's face. Multiple times he looked at the time, how long's it been? It's been a little while.
He's bored.
I think I've had enough loss, and I don't want to lose the entire planet. I don't want other people to lose.
We should check in on what's happening on Callie's Rest, at least.
Yeah.
What news there is.
And think how quickly we could get there. I know there are other
Yeah,
means
it's
of...
probably overrun with him.
I can check now.
Say what now?
Quill. So the stormy eye, you probably noticed it because it's not an eye as such. Yes, it's got some lightning in it, but I can use it to see things. A lot more things than, thank you, Smeek, a lot more things than normal.
Smeek is bowing for the
what
podcast.
things?
So, for example, I looked at the person we captured and I asked a question, who sent him to kill us? And I could see the moment they teleported in. However, the person that I saw made many efforts to disguise themselves, not necessarily from me looking at him, but from the attackers themselves. They don't even know who they're working for.
Is there anything that you saw that could distinguish them?
Well, you just said him, right? So that's a start.
I'm pretty sure it was a man. Well, they had some disguise on their voice, but looking at them, 95% sure.
Well, that's,
Tall, short,
That's half of Gusthaven.
Tall.
there you go.
Tall.
any clothing, weapons? Like,
It's very.
Well, they had cloaks. They had whatever efforts they made to disguise themselves. They had a staff, a big metal staff.
I saw you probing him for that. I saw that leading question.
Yeah.
Any weapons they were
said
holding?
clothing as well.
Yeah. But yes, big metal staff with which they used to cast the spell, I assume, and big cloak.
You showed the staff and it wasn't like their other hand pointing forwards or anything. I don't do that. I don't say that.
I mean,
Good memory.
I saw what I saw. You all heard the vision earlier.
No, they didn't.
No, they didn't.
So yeah. So anyway,
That's a great start.
But I can use it to also see other places or see a potential future as well.
So we
Do you want to see the future of Aerois if we do nothing?
I think it's more immediate future than that. Is it more immediate future than that?
I think
try.
I specified.
I can definitely try.
can we change the future?
Well, the benefit is that if I ask a question that is unanswerable, then I can keep the power.
Can you see what happened to my father?
Do you want to know the answer?
Wow.
We'll find out next. No.
No, we've still got like 25
Got tons of time.
In order for me to move on and do something good for this world, I need to know.
Well,
I
it's,
have cake.
Thank you, Sentry.
Would you like the cake?
I was actually very peckish.
it's exactly like I
Where
told
did you find this?
I bought some.
You bought cake.
Before we went to Nanny No Fears, we didn't have a chance to eat it.
Some of it is a bit burnt.
It's a little bit singed.
You know what? It's perfect the way it is.
Cake for Smeek?
Oh my
Cake for
God.
Quill?
my jaw still hurts.
Cake for
I
Nova?
think chewing was.
It's very soft.
Yes, thank you.
I need a little also.
Thank you, Sentry.
We could use some cake.
Thank you, Speak too.
Smeek's mouth is covered in crumbs and they're just all down him. He's like, you can see he's never had sugar before. He's like, he's like going up on anybody who doesn't. He's like after Quills. Like he's like,
Oh, okay, Smeek, calm down, calm down. Man, calm down.
Contain it. Contain it. Use
cool.
it.
I'm keeping my cool.
Use it.
you gave him cake. He's never had cake before.
Channel it.
It's exactly like I told you on the beach in Vauxhall. You just have to keep moving forwards, no matter what. But maybe that you need to use hope to keep moving forward. It's up to you. I can try.
Quill, I always look to you for wisdom. That is not wise. If I go down a path that wastes time and the forces of Starbane grow whilst we're doing such, that's a waste. We could find out now and pursue our goals faster.
If you want me to see.
I think so.
Okay. Well, I've got 2 more charges, I guess. Like, I can use it 2 more times.
Do you have to be in the vicinity of the area? If it's a specifically like you would need to go to like the mansion and stuff.
Well, I can 2 more times. I can ask specific questions. So if you want, I can look to Callie's Rest to see what's happened to it. I could potentially look for a specific person. I could look for Arvel or maybe Vala. Maybe.
How many times can you do this?
2 more times.
Ever?
Ever?
In a week. I guess I don't really know how to
No,
describe it.
you know that it will take 7 days to recharge the power.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's
I'm
fine.
Sure,
You can know that.
I'm sure we could get news of Callie's Rest another way.
I can prepare the sending spell and then contact someone there. It's just if you wanted to see it, if you wanted to, well, I would see it and then describe it, but...
I'm just more thinking about
Nova, you okay?
just nodding towards Lucius.
I can do that. I can definitely do that. But I need to ask a very specific question, because otherwise I might see the wrong information.
What happens if you ask the wrong question?
Like I said, if I ask the question that can't be answered, nothing happens. If I ask the wrong question, and it might give me information I never need.
Then you ask, how did Virion Elonasto die?
But no, because if he didn't die,
Nothing will happen.
I would say happen. But you could be, what was Virion Elenasto doing at the exact point of the
Oh
explosion?
yes, because you could just see him die of old age. God, I don't want to think about that.
Technically, we could kill 2 birds, 1 stone. Or,
Kill is probably the wrong word.
well,
Next name.
but if the question can't be answered, if he is still alive, I could ask who killed him. If it can't be answered, if no one successfully...
But someone could in the future. And I'm not ruling out. We need to specify it to this moment.
Yes.
point.
Well, no. So Quill knows that the power works differently. He can look into the past and ask a question, or he can look into the future and ask a question. So if
it
he
can't be a
asked a
past
question, if it's a
based.
past tense thing, if you said who killed Virion Alonasto and he wasn't dead,
won't show a
it
future
wouldn't
thing.
work, and
Yeah.
you would know that the question couldn't be answered. Which would, as Lucius rightly points out, smart play, indicates he's still alive, if that is true.
What about like what
point
happened?
that
What happened at the point of the explosion?
Yeah.
It's up to you. We're looking for the person who did this. Yes? Right?
No, we're looking to see
If it happened.
If
and
it happened
Who
and
survived. If
if he
anyone.
got out. How?
Well, that's what I mean. If he did get out,
Yeah.
then I won't have an answer.
Let me ask what happened to him at the explosion.
Yeah, because if he got out, you'll see him teleport away, or
Okay.
You guys make your way?
Yeah.
You're already in the Azure Bright Plaza, which is the noble district.
So it's not too far.
You can just walk to the ruined remains of the Elenasto estate. You make your way there. It is late at night. The tiredness is heavily setting in, but you want to see this done. The cradle shines its multicolored lights down on you, and you've kind of not noticed it now, but this is as close as you can probably be to it. It's brighter. It seems so much closer, and there is a heavenly feeling about it, looking up at this multicolored barrier of light that just encompasses the whole thing, its protective shell. The Elenasto estate ruins are behind closed iron gates, but with Sentry and Ayla's help, it doesn't take much to climb over. Nobody seems to stop you. A few onlookers perhaps watch from windows of nearby estates, but you make your way out into the middle of ruined rubble and stone, broken beams, burnt, splintered woods. There are half-burnt pieces of furniture, pieces of parchment scattered around, and you stand there in the middle.
Now, Nova, Quill, while you're seeing this vision, can you speak?
It happens in an instant. I can recall it afterwards.
So, should we be ready with... I'd like to know every single detail.
I'll do what I can.
Never gets that notebook and Quill ready.
Thank you.
What's Quill's intelligence?
13.
13. There's enough that, like, if you immediately recite then you guys can just listen to what I'm describing and make notes from that.
Okay.
Cool.
So you don't need to like write it down and then recite to him. If you were immediately like, hey, like you come out of it and you're like, right, I saw this and then I saw this and then I saw this.
Yeah, it would be like an instant thing.
It's like remembering what happened like a second ago.
To the point where I kind of even like phase out of whether or not I should be telling the details as they are. Like there's no
It's
like
still happening. You're like,
But I just mean like, even if it's something like something someone doesn't want to hear, I just tell them exactly what I saw.
sure.
Putting that down to you to like.
I think whilst it's happening, I think.
Well, I just
Sentry
mean like as I come out of it and then I immediately say it as quick as I can,
okay.
like so before the vision fades, and I'll say things like.
Yeah. I still think we'll
Blown
have it
to
there.
shreds.
For RP purposes, we'll still have Quill recite what he knows.
Okay.
But it's up to Tom how much he shares.
Okay.
Right. So what's the plan?
What were you doing?
I was just gonna say, like, I think Sentry would. I think she'd find it quite difficult to look at all this. So I think she would just gently like tap Lucius on the shoulder and just take a respectful, just step back, stand quietly.
At the edge of like
the edge of
burnt
it.
state and
Yeah.
stuff like that. I think Ayla will kind of see that because she doesn't really. She's just like, yeah, this is too feely for me. She picks up Smeek and moves back and stands with Sentry, and maybe like puts Smeek next to Sentry so he doesn't cause any problems.
Okay.
And so Nova and Lucius are stood with you.
So I don't mess this up. Ask me the question, and I will recite it to you as best I can. So I don't ask the question myself.
So it's your question. And it has to be a part like what happened in the past.
How did Virian Elenasto die to this explosion?
That's the question.
That's the question, and I recite that.
Close your eyes. You see the storm gathered before you. Bolts of lightning. And you picture the estate. And you picture Lucius's question in your mind. Time begins rolling back.
Uh-oh.
And you find yourself in... Now just remind me of the question again. How did Virian Elenasto die to this explosion? You see a workshop. And it's full of designs, things you don't quite understand. Metal cages, rods, machines, Ethereum stuff. Very organized, well laid out workshop. There's a framed picture of a family, an elven family, of Lucius, his twin sister who looks remarkably like him but with two blue eyes, long blonde hair, and then a mother and a father. Trunks, materials, and the door opens, and a not old but older elven man, very distinguished, very trim beard, his blonde hair turned to like a dusky grey, his eyes dark circles as if he's not been sleeping, wrinkles and stress. His hands tremble slightly as he makes his way down the steps, almost in slow motion to your vision. As he reaches the bottom one, begins looking around, and then sits down. You see a glow begin to emanate from under the desk. His eyes go wide, he peers down underneath it, and you see another one of these metal spheres as it pops open. It's not just a fireball, inside some hideous conflagration, this terrible energy bursts out in green and violet flames. You see the man open his eyes wide, and he has just enough time to reach for the picture before and then you're back in the present.
I saw a workshop and I saw a picture of the family. I saw your father coming down the stairs and he sat down at the table. There was another one of the bombs we saw in Nanny Norfair's place, except this time it was much, much more powerful. And he looked under the desk and that's when it opened and he reached for the family photo before it exploded.
I'm so sorry, Lucius.
Oh,
I'm so sorry.
thank you. Thank you, Quill. I just need a... I'm just going to walk away.
Yeah. The estate is the building A couple of the outbuildings and far walls are still standing, but they've been torn down.
I'll probably walk towards where the workshop was, I imagine.
It's near the center. It was built in a kind of basement floor. You can see it's been torn open. The actual trapdoor's open and the stone steps leading down.
Yeah, I'll walk to that.
Yeah, the steps have been ruined by the power of the explosion, but you can see into the workshop itself. Yeah, you could climb down easily enough. It's just the steps are all broken and fucked up.
Yeah, I'll try.
Try and go downstairs, yeah. So you guys watch as Lucius dips down. Yeah, you make your way downstairs, and the room's been blasted to pieces. Like, parts of the ceiling have collapsed. The flames, the actual ceiling of the basement has been blown off. Like, you know, the power of the explosion launched it all up into the air. Shreds of wood.
It seems like that explosion took out everything almost instantly. Like the entire...
It kind of erupted up and out, and then took out the rest of the house.
Right.
And you begin just looking around, and most of it's broken and torn to pieces, but yeah, there's just perhaps a blackened, glass broken picture long burnt away, but there's a picture frame, half of a picture frame still remains.
I'll pick that up and dust it off.
Yeah, just the only thing is that on the back there is just a small kind of in metal writing, like inscription on the back of the frame itself, which just reads the Alanasto family.
I imagine Lucius's hand would be kind of trembling.
Yeah.
And tears would roll down his differently coloured eyes.
Mm-hmm.
And he'd just clutch it to his heart and just kind of fall to his knees in the ash.
Yeah. Just sits there for a moment. The rest of you, just a quiet, still night as the wind. There's no wind really. There's just a gentle breeze, but not enough to make a noise. But
I thought of so many inappropriate things I could have said just then. And then he farts, he rips a big one.
you just said them anyway.
Yeah, I did. I had to get them out.
Yeah.
I know you can't handle the serious stuff for long. It's fine.
Yeah.
You just look and see Lucius just descend into this workshop, and then just quietness. Sentry and Ayla, you watch all of this happen. What you don't hear what happens, but judging by Lucius's reaction, the news obviously isn't good. Is hard hitting.
Yeah, I've just mucked to myself. One day we'll stop losing everything we love.
Oh, jeez.
One day.
Ayla kind of like looks over and is like, "We're gonna be okay. We'll fix things. We'll do something."
Yeah.
And Smeek just kind of like takes your hand and takes Ayla's hand.
Holding hands.
And then detonates.
Smeek was the bomb all along. It was Smeek.
Should have listened to me. You all should have listened to me.
Fuck's sake.
I think Quill's just kind of like...
Rhiannon's gone. We need these moments. We can't have too much serious stuff.
Yeah, I think Quill's just now like a bit more solemn now that he's recited and seen that as well.
I
guess
think
he's splurged out.
that Quill, you feel that divine touch on your shoulder, as knowing that presence that Hesper is with you always, where you draw your power from. It's always there. You almost hear his words in your mind, like almost whispered on the wind itself. You know, you're in a sky city. This is one of his places that he saved. And you hear sometimes the right questions are the hardest ones to ask.
That's a blessing.
Yep.
I think after a bit, I'd probably go after Lucius and just quietly try and just, I don't know.
Yeah, you walk over and you see him just kind of like knelt in the middle of this open, blasted open workshop, just clutching something to his chest, and you just kind of stand on the edge and you look down and see him.
I'll just go up and just quietly put my arm around him.
Okay. Yeah. You just feel this kind of comforting presence put an arm around you.
He would have loved to have met you. He had so many wonderful ideas. And you would have shared a lot with him as well. I'm sure he would have come up with a very interesting prototype.
I definitely would have loved to have learned the business and what you're making.
Well, I'll do something about that. I'll try. I'll keep it going.
That's the best thing you can do. You're his legacy now. It's not over. You know, you're still here.
I am.
Quill. Despite all of this, your eyesight, good as it is, you catch something. A shape seems to be flying down through the night air. It's kind of wings spread out. And it's going straight for where the workshop where Lucius and Nova are.
Right.
And you see this figure with wings just like dive bombing towards it.
Okay.
What'd you do?
Do I...
You got an action. I'll give you an action.
Knowing this, is this like a landing pattern of the messengers, or is this like, you know, knowing flight?
Make a perception check for me. So you've seen it with your passive, but now let's see how much information you can quickly glean.
17.
17. This is something is gliding. It's not an Aerois. It's not flapping its wings. It just has like wing shapes, and it's gliding in. And it's a humanoid. It's a figure, like a humanoid figure with wings, and it's gliding in, and it's literally like feet down, just about to land on the top of the workshop.
I mean, but obviously being in the middle of the workshop, I guess I'll just
You're
warn
kind of
everyone
stood out
of
on
it.
like the estate, like the blasted open estate.
Yeah.
Sentry, Ayla, and Smeek are by the gates. You're in the middle, and then Lucius and Nova are ahead of you, like in this workshop, in this like sunken basement workshop.
Okay.
And the figure's like flying down, just about to land. Anything?
I would
give you
just
an
say to everyone, we're not done yet.
We're not done yet.
And then
Okay,
I guess,
so
like,
as-
point
as-
my pistol up just in case.
Okay, you didn't reload it.
He doesn't know that.
Okay.
Or
So you point the pistol
Or
up,
she.
and Lucius, this figure kind of like, you are startled, you and Nova, as this figure just appears. Like, it just seems to appear at the top of the workshop. And looking down with a white porcelain mask, shaped with a large star almost, like a kind of like, you know, like a white porcelain mask with a star on it is front. Long cape dripping down. This figure, humanoid figure with gloves, throws something in the air. And you just watch as this smoke cloud encapsulates around. And this voice, this kind of magically modulated voice, is just like, "Who the hell are you? You're not Lucius Virian Eloin Elanasto." And then a hand crossbow starts pointing down. And that's where we're going to end today's episode.
Oh my god!
Of course it is.
Of course it is. Well, we've got donations to read, and there's loads of gifted subs, and we've got Lightfall's Descent to do as well.
Yeah.
So, where else would I stop?
Shit,
Kim?
that's cool.
What an
Where else
episode.
would I stop?
What an episode!
What a
It is.
great episode.
Of course you know.
Amazing.
Like, it's not a big surprise. Fucking score. But who are they?
Who is, yeah.
Who is Moonstar?
And how?
Moonstar!
Moonstar.
Moonstar.
Hey, hope you enjoyed that. I think that was a great episode.
Yeah.
I-
That was great combat.
Loved it.
Everyone was on point in the combat.
Yeah. I controlled myself when Smeek came out.
You did, yeah?
I didn't lose
I
my
got
shit.
inspiration.
You got an inspiration coin.
Did.
I remember those go away at the end of the session, by the way. Yeah.
Yeah.
You didn't have to make any more rolls. That's fine. I'm going to read these donos. I'm
Yes.
just going to rattle through these.
Do it.
All right. So Mia Kitty, a half hundo. I had an 8-hour D&D session yesterday with my friends, and I'm absolutely
Wow.
shattered. But no way am I going to miss watching Aerois live today. Excited to see what happens. Hope you all have fun today. No one dies. Good luck dealing with Smeek, Tom.
Thank you.
Please, after this, head over to twitch.tv/DND for more 2 hours of our Lightfall camp.
Yes. Don't
More
forget,
D&D.
Rivals of Waterdeep will still be finishing, so be nice, be kind, say
nice
hi,
to them.
all of that good stuff.
See you there.
Nicholas donated as well, a half hundo as well.
Thank
hey,
you.
hope all is well. If not, a hurricane hitting Louisiana, I'd be on my way moving from Florida to Texas.
Oh, wow.
Just means I get to hear all of Tom's love for Smeek. Love to meet you all if there's ever a con in Texas somewhere. I'd love to go to Texas. I'd love to go to Austin, especially.
Seattle?
Yeah.
Close.
No,
It's not close
not.
at all.
Dylan donated. I accidentally woke up in time for once and then managed to stumble through the donation process. Have
Wow.
some money for such great
Thanks.
gaming. Thank you, Dylan.
Thank you.
Ola Renve donated with no message. Thank you very much. Abdlj donated. Hey, first thing, I just got engaged and I'm very happy right now. Congratulations. Second, I've DM'd a couple of games with a group of friends, including my fiance, and they've been great. Thanks, Mark, for the years of XP. Lol, love all of you, and please raise Smeeks in lol. Maybe that is possible. Thank you very much. Dungeons and Dirges.
Nice.
Hey, I was casually watching the HR stream when I suddenly remembered that Chris Trott hates Hershey's chocolate. So I'm here on behalf of all of your American viewers and friends to say fuck you, Trott, and any other rollers who share his accursed views. I mean, Hershey's is garbage.
It
It's
tastes like
awful.
vomit.
It tastes like vomit.
sick.
I mean, it does, but what about the cookies and cream one?
No, it's all garbage.
That one's actually okay.
If you're in the
Cream one.
US and you want eat like good chocolate, like then you can talk because then
Yeah.
you'll realise that Hershey's is garbage.
Now, eat Dove.
Treat yourself.
Treat yourself. Thank you very much for the donation, though. Natalie Hawthorne, 2 donations. One of 2. Last week was my birthday, but I forgot to donate because I was so distracted by my baby boy Smeek. So I just have to do it this week. Well, happy birthday for last week.
Yeah,
I just
happy
wanted
birthday.
to tell y'all that last year, the first place I used my new name was donating to the stream, and having it read out was the first place I got to hear somebody call me by it, Kim specifically. Well, that's awesome. Nathalie, sorry. Nightjar, because of the love for our dear sweet Smeek is so strong, Nerashed, Wolfie Kid of Doom, and Inflim donated over 10 subs between them, and then Jimmy Kiba X donated 100.
What?
100 subs.
Also,
That's insane.
HRD&D Smeek when, Echo Elko Plush when, Pax Cardiff when. All of those things should happen, but we
We
don't
get
know
Echo
when.
back.
Well, well, Nightjar, thank you for letting
Thank
us
you, Nigel,
know
for letting us know.
Insane.
who
Thank
did
you
all
all of
those-
those people for the gifted subs.
Yeah.
Hopefully we'll be up
That's
to
a lot of
it.
donated subs. That's a lot of monies.
Thank you.
Metamanu, thank you very much for the quarter hundo, as always. Amazing Cake 12. Love you guys. What is your favourite type of cake?
Battenberg.
Velvet.
Oh, devil's food cake.
Devil's food.
Yeah, like
Red
super
velvet.
chocolate, like super
chocolate
death by
fudge cake.
chocolate.
Red
Red
Velvet.
velvet.
There you go. Done. Thank you, Amazing Cake. Ace of Thorns. Get well soon, Birdie, Katie, Kim. Please don't die. Hugs to all the sick or otherwise.
I'm
Thank
so
you very
sorry
much.
for the coughing, guys. I'm so
can't be helped.
sorry.
Big Daddy Pingu. Nice to watch live. Nice to watch live. Maybe the only time for a bit now because of a new job. Fuck Butlins, am I right? Wow, yeah.
Fuck Butlins.
Butlins, am I right?
That's a brand new insult.
Take some of fuck Butlins. Take some of my lovely uni loan to show you guys a smidge of how much you guys have helped me. Thanks for all getting me into D&D and out of a dark place. Thanks, Sam. Hey,
Thank
you're
you for
welcome,
being here.
Sam.
Thank you, Sam.
Also, fuck
Butlins.
Butlins.
Fuck
Butlins.
Fuck Butlins.
Lightning,
Fuck Butland.
fuck
Butlins.
Butlins. Lightning Wing Dragon.
Can't say that.
Might be meta, so apologise in advance. If Quill stands next to Lucius, then asks what remains of the Elanasto family, then by the terminology of the spell, look at the present somewhere where you are not, then you could see any family member. Well, it's not really a spell, it's very much a worded thing. That is certainly a question that could be asked.
Yeah, I could
would get an
find
answer to
out
it?
more about Lucius's family by asking questions just by looking at it.
That is a future question, I think. Like, you know,
Delving.
what remains of...
Specifically, he has a past question, a present question, a future
Well, present is
Present
scrying,
is scrying.
and then basically future and past are 2 separate abilities.
Okay.
So he can't combine them, he can do one or the
Yeah,
other.
sweet.
So I could just say what remained of the Elanasto family 2 seconds ago.
Yeah, or you could do it like
Yeah.
who still survives in the Elanasto family,
Yeah.
or something like that.
Yeah, there's a lot of potential.
Yeah, there's a lot of potential. Nightjar donated. He's sharp, he's cool, he's nobody's fool. He's Halbert, the 2-handed polearm weapon.
You have to sing that bit.
Oh, sorry. He's sharp, he's cool, he's nobody's fool. He's Halbert,
Halbert.
the 2-handed pole weapon.
Yeah.
Also, Tanis908, Cooper Oric, Sith Lord Chimichanga, and Dondo Vision donated a further 20 subs between them.
Holy
We've had lots
crap.
of free subs and first time subs.
Hey.
Thanks very much, guys, and thank you, Nightjar, for letting
gonna
us
have,
know.
to, gonna have to have an update to see how close we are to the
Yeah.
Smeek.
I'll tell
And
you.
thank you very much, Varys, for a donation with no message as well.
Incredible.
And
Thank
boom.
you all so much.
Do we have it?
654 out of 700 points.
So real close.
Very
Real
close. Very close.
46.
Super close,
But a
but
massive
thank you
increase.
everybody who gifted subs. Like we said, we're going to be over on twitch.tv/D&D in just like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
We're going to go play some more D&D over there. Rob's Water Deep are on there now, but we'll be over there very shortly. Come and check us out. We're going to be playing through Lightfall's Descent. Thanks for the great episode. What a great episode it was. We hope you enjoyed it. We'll see you next time.
Thanks.
Goodbye.
Twitch.tv/D&D.
Yeah.
Bye.